Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet. And today we're just doing hold on a second. Anyway, anyway, she may actually be in here, but yeah, so we're just gonna do the numbers keep going up and down again, so that just seems to be what happens on YouTube now, or at least on my lives. But we're just going to do time trivia where we'll have a winner at the end of the hour that after we finish. Relax chat and we can crochet together if you want. I mean, obviously, I'll be trying to speak or talk to you guys while I crochet, so that could become interesting. And yeah, just kind of hang out for a bit. I don't know. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, and praying that the my the Wi-Fi is strong today because we have some really rough weather coming in. We had no idea it was happening. I was just outside with Miley, and then of course I made a comment. Oh, it's really calm right now, considering what they're saying is coming in, and then bam, it's pouring out. So yeah, it may be interesting tonight. Um, hey Wanda, welcome. Yeah. Um, yes, please. Yeah, I know I do. I know. Hey, sweet Natalie, I invited a new subscriber to play trivia too. Oh, awesome. That'll be fun. Yeah, and I just reminded my mom to hopefully remind us or to remember to remind us tomorrow to call the couch company. I keep forgetting who they are. It's a recline that's like a famous reclining store. Um can't remember anyway because this is a reclining couch, like both sides recline. And to because she had gotten an extended warranty. She's like, I'm not going to be getting another couch for a while, and it's supposed to cover, I think, like the coils and stuff. Well, I've been sleeping on the couch for like forever. It seems like I've only gone home twice since November or December, since her first surgery. Then, so yeah, I think they need to be checked, at least on my side where my butt and hips actually lay at night, because yeah. um hey Natalie, hey Granny D, welcome. How are you? How are you feeling, my friend? Hi Katrina, welcome. How are you? Hello, I'm new here and I subscribed to you. Happy to be here. Yay, awesome. Thank you so much for subscribing. Hello Mama D. Hey sweet Granny. Okay, everybody is saying hello. um And since you're new, you're probably going to wonder why I am reading all the chat. It's because everybody can hear what I'm saying, but there are a lot of lurking workers and working lurkers, whichever one you want to consider yourself. But this way, they know what's going on with the chat. So they know what I'm saying, what they're saying, and decide if they want to insert a comment or not. Um, how far away from the Rama do you live, Natalie? I live across, just in the backyard. My place, it's attached by the roof line, but it's detached from the walls. So there's a breezeway between our places. It's like a mother-in-law suite that my aunt and uncle had built onto the back of my mom's house years and years and years ago, but they've both passed on since. And we figured, instead of it being a really expensive storage unit, that it just worked out that I would live there. So I'm not far, but it's been a good thing for me to be living here in the house with her, because there have been several times where she needed help or she needed something where I had to give her pills or whatever. And since, we have alarms and everything else, it's just a pain in the butt to have to turn everything off, especially in the middle of the night when you're just trying to do the basic, what you got to do. You know what I mean? So, plus after surgeries and chemo and everything, when she was not handling it well, it was necessary to just be here in the event. Um, I did, Amy, and hello. I'm glad you found it. Hey, Deneen, welcome. How are you? Well, that's very cool. Yeah, so it is cool. I mean, so we live separately. We have our own spaces, our own entrances, our own everything. But yeah, we're right with each other. Um, that was a weird thunder. I don't know if you guys heard that. It sounded like a really heavy door shutting, but it wasn't. It was thunder, but it like shook the house. Anyway, so yeah, so that's the story on that. Anyway, so I want to open Happy Mail first, really quick. This is from Beth. She's not able to make the lives very often, but I don't mind showing you my address because it's my PO box. But she always adds stickers. She's the one that turned me on to Pip Sticks, which is the sticker subscription that I've shared with you. And of all the months for me to not get, it was going to be March. Really, I'm so sad about that, but whatever. Um, but I do have an affiliate link in the description box below for them, for Sashka Company. All my Amazon affiliate links, my Premier affiliate link, Yarn Love, and I think Unique Yarns. I don't know, but they're all in the description box if you want to check them out. But oh no, I get it. Totally great that you were with her. Was just curious, kind of like my brother and me. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I know for those of you that know that that's where I live, I know, it makes sense, and I'm grateful that right now that I am there because it's made it a lot easier for me to be able to just be here. Because like during her knee surgeries and stuff, Miley had to stay in our place while I stayed in here because we couldn't take the chance that Miley would walk up to her or would bump into her knee or whatever, especially with that huge incision that she had and stuff. But with this, it's been different. We're being careful to not have her like come too close to her stomach or anything, but she's at least able to stay in here with us. So she's happy to be here with family. But hey Ryan, welcome. How are you? So anyway, my stomach is like just feeling off. I was feeling off the last couple days, but I can't tell if I'm like have an upset stomach or if I'm nauseous or what the case is. I took something for nausea, but I just took it, so it hasn't kicked in yet. But it's bugging me. She put all kinds of stickers on here. There's no one like you. You're special. She's so sweet. Natalie, on your birthday, I hope you embrace every part of the wonderful person you are. She's so sweet. So a birthday card, but all of these are stickers. Well, you can see the holographic. Okay, this flower is part of the card and this writing is part of the card. But otherwise, everything else is a sticker that she added. She's so funny. And and she included a Pipstick sticker of butterflies. How adorable is that? I love them. I absolutely love Pipstick stickers. They have so many awesome kinds. You could get the subscription, but you can also get individual sheets of stickers, which they have like 85 million on there. I mean, it's ridiculous for every occasion that there is. Oh my goodness, did she load this up with stickers? She's so funny. Dream big, shine. She's so sweet. Look at all these stickers. Everything on here, other than the writing, are stickers. So this is the card. That's the card, her signature. But then everything else is a sticker. And most of them have some kind of holographic on them, which, of course, she knows I love. And she had to include a watermelon because I'm obsessed with watermelon. But that's so sweet. Beth, if you happen to watch this at some point, thank you very much for my birthday card. I greatly appreciate it. And I love all the stickers. Anybody that's received sticker or cards from me knows I like stickers just a little bit. My bin is growing with stickers. It's a pretty decent sized bin too. Many of our Pipsticks, but most of them are now ones that I've collected over the years from Michael's and Joann's and stuff. But a ton of them are Hobby Lobby because they're my favorite stickers outside of Pipsticks. Let's see. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Be right back. Going to fetch coffee. Okay, Granny D. Oh, you're staying up tonight, huh? Oh, man. And, of course, I'm drinking my cranberry ginger ale zero combo. It's cran apple, I think is what I'm drinking today. I've decided I think that cran apple and cran cherry are my favorite because they still have the tartness in them. They're not overly sweet. I really love the cran pineapple you guys told me about. It's delicious, but it's a little too, it took away the tartness from the cranberry a little too much. But I'm drinking out of my watermelon David's tea mug or cup or tumbler. That's what it's called. Oh, wow, your favorite holographic. I know, right? Hey, Sarah, welcome. How are you? Hey, everyone lurking, just got home from work. Awesome. Sit back, relax, enjoy. I can barely stay awake. Oh, Wanda, I'm sorry. Please go get some sleep. Hey, Sarah, hun. Um, well, actually, I guess I shouldn't assume we will be doing the time trivia. I guess I should be asking you guys if you want to do the time trivia, but also will there be somebody here for the full hour to track the people that I say are the first to respond correctly? Okay, I almost got that everywhere. Hey, Christy, welcome. How are you? No, I'm staying for a while. Okay, but if you fall asleep, that's okay. I understand. Good night in case you fall asleep. Um, so you guys tell me. I got paper. Okay, Amy, thank you. So we'll probably do, unless you guys want to do I wish I didn't know. We did do the game Amy got me for my birthday last week, and it seemed to work out well. I mean, yes, it is 80s and 90s, but it seemed to work out well. We went through each category because I think there were 6 categories, something like that. So, well, we skipped sports, unless there was something that seemed like everybody would know, or multiple choice, but we skipped sports. But otherwise, we did each category per card. But then I mentioned who the first person was to answer correctly for each category. But you guys tell me, continue with I wish I didn't know or go to 80s and 90s. Remember, first person that says it is the way we go. Yeah, Amy, thank you. Yes, thank you very much, Amy. Hello, John. Eyeballs ready. Anyway, not pineapple directly, but pineapple. Well, have I? I don't know. I may have. I can't remember. No problem, ladies. Hey, Christine, all I missed anything at all. Is that to the game option? Look at me. I'm like, oh, why am I all shiny? I'm not even hot right this second. I shouldn't have said that, but. And I know I need to get my hair done, but it's going to be a while before that happens. Actually, I'm going to be soaking off my nails. It'll be the first time I haven't gotten my nails done in like forever and a day. Hold on a second. Amy, you're funny. Okay, John, pineapple juice. Yes. Have I done pineapple juice? Thanks, Granny D. Wish I didn't know was that an option. Wish I didn't know. Yeah. Okay, so we're you guys are so silly. Okay, so I wish I didn't know is the option that came up first. So I said I wish I didn't know or 80s 90s. So for the time trivia we'll do I wish I didn't know, and then if we do trivia later and you guys want to switch to 80s 90s is what we'll do. But I'm trying to think. I know back in the day when I worked at when I worked at a Mexican restaurant. Oh gosh, this was forever and a day ago. A favorite drink. What is it that Bacardi? Not Bacardi. Malibu. That's pineapple, right? Or is that coconut? Malibu. That's pineapple, but that's pineapple wrong. We used to make a pina colada made with that's what it was. The pina colada was made with Bacardi 151, and we did a floater of two. Oh shoot, what was is that? Oh my gosh, I can't remember now. Look at my memory. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what we did. That's what it was. We made the pina colada with 151, and then we put a floater of tuaca on top with toasted coconut. But I got Christmas. I got 80s, 90s for Christmas. You did? Awesome. Hey Doris, welcome. How are you? Oh, she's an ad, so she's not hearing me. Malibu's coconut rum. Okay, so coconut rum. So then I must have done pineapple, and I couldn't tell you now for sure. because I was thinking Malibu, but I forgot Malibu is coconut rum. But let me tell you, because Tuaca is, I just had it up. Tuaca is a naturally flavored brandy liqueur originally produced by the Sussex family. Okay, we don't need. Tuaca is a sweet golden brown blend of brandy, citrus essences, vanilla, and other secret spices. It is bottled at 70 proof. But yes, that was delicious. Let me tell you, strong as a mother, but delicious. Oh, how fun! Yeah, Amy was amazing and sent me this because I had to open my mouth and say I was going to need a new game. And because she's such an amazing friend, sent it to me. Okay, that sounds horrible. That like suggests the rest of you are not amazing friends. You all are amazing friends. You know what I mean, right? I hope you know what I mean, because you all know how I feel about you. So if you guys haven't hit the thumbs up button, if you wouldn't mind doing so, I would greatly appreciate it. So do you guys, okay, maybe I should wait until Leanne gets here. She may have gotten sidetracked. I don't know. It sounds yummy. There are times when I wish I could. You wish you could what? I can't even try to figure out what you meant. I know what you mean. Okay, thank you. There she is. Hello, Natalie. Sorry I'm late. I'm still catching up here at home, so I'll be listening for a little bit. Okay, so I was starting to ask if you guys, those of you drink. Okay. Yeah, we don't drink anymore. Like once in a while we may split a beer, and that's like the oh, what is it called? Like the not chipmunk. What is it called? We found out about it in New Orleans. What is it called? But anyway, they're like not like a Bud Light or anything. It's yeah. Anyway, we may split a beer, or if we happen to go out to dinner, maybe we'll have a drink each. Like she'll have a margarita, or I'll have like a cranberry and vodka. Or the only thing is I don't drink because I don't like Well and Call vodkas. I drink like Grey Goose, which is top shelf. So of course the price of it goes up, and prices of drinks are ridiculous to begin with. My ex-husband I'll also go Tito's too, but Tito's is, at least here, isn't considered a Call or a Well. So again, it'll still be an increased price, but that's like maybe twice a year, like maybe. So we don't drink. Although when we were both younger, and I'm referring to my mother, and when I was younger, drink like fish. Ukrainians can basically be like kind of compared to the Irish when it comes to drinking. Like when we were in Ukraine and we were visiting friends of the family, friends, starting out at breakfast, the bottles of vodka or bottles of whatever were on the table, and the host would want to cheers, do a shot and, do a cheers for the day. And, we were like, okay, we rarely drank, much less first thing in the morning. And he's like, well, you can't drink alone. So he turned to the mirror and cheers himself and then do a shot. It's just what happens. It's like bread, butter, and vodka is on the tables. That's like the staples. But anyway, okay, hold on. Mudslide is good. You know what? I don't know if I've ever had a mudslide. I've had some Long Island iced teas. Yeah, me too, D. I do like fruity flavored drinks because you can't really taste the alcohol, but you still get walloped because there's a lot of alcohol. But yeah. Hi, D, my favorite squirrel. I used to just drink straight shot of liquor, a lot of shots. Yeah, I was never a shot girl. I do enjoy one IPA now and then. Yeah, I mean, once in a while we'll not chipmunk. What the heck was it called? It was it's like oh, for crying out loud. If my mom happens to pop her head out, I'm going to ask her, even though she probably doesn't remember either if I don't, but maybe she will. But anyway, since Leanne is here, and I know I had posted a tight shot of blanket yarn. Okay, I didn't even tell you it was blanket yarn, but you probably could tell that it was blanket yarn, those that know blanket yarn. A tight shot of something, and I said, can you guess what this is, on my Facebook group? And several people, and I can see why you would have gone to an amigurumi, like a bear or an alpaca or a sheep, or what else was there? I could get why you went there because I was making stuffies, but that's not what it was. I don't think Wanda saw the post, but if she did, I'm guessing she didn't guess because I happened to mention something. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to kick the table. It was something that I was making. But if you want to know before we hop into the game, because we want to do the game before everybody gets tired and starts leaving, let me know if you want to know what it is. And that's what I would be working on today if we were going to crochet together. Tequila Rose goes down pink and back out. Goes down pink and back out pink. My 25th birthday, drank a whole fifth alone in a 12-hour period. Oh my God, I was sick. Oh my God, yes, I can imagine. Oh my gosh. Now, there was somebody asked a question. I don't know if it was on Facebook or Instagram, or if somebody actually asked me a question. These days I can't remember how I heard about stuff. But the question was, is there any alcohol that you can no longer drink because, it was one of the doctors, the medical doctors, not the surgical doctors, from the hospital when my mom had her emergency surgery, that I happened to run into at Publix, when I was telling him that my mom was having an issue taking down any pills, to the point where I had to start crushing it and or whatever, because everything was coming up, which the tea is magical. That's what she takes all pills with now. But he's like, well, it's kind of, when you've gotten sick over something, it's hard to think about not getting sick when you're doing the same thing. Like if you've ever gone on a boat and you got seasick, anytime you think about going on a boat, you're going to feel like you're going to get seasick. He's like, or, have you ever drank before and then couldn't drink the drink that got you sick? I said, yes. Back in high school, I got seriously drunk on red wine. I'm not a huge fan of it. I can drink it, but I'm not a fan of it. And I also got drunk when we were house sitting for someone. They said we can have access to any of the alcohol. My mom already knows this, so if she hears this, whatever. But I think we were like sophomores, I want to say. No, D. I had a blast until late. Yeah, of course. Yes. We don't want to know. We need to know. You're such a torment. I got sick as a dog on tequila, never drank it again. I finally got headphones so I can join in if I last longer than I normally fall asleep. Okay, great, Doris. We'll start in just a second. I hear you, Amy. I'm sorry the chamomile tea didn't work for your mom. Yeah, I don't know why the chamomile didn't, but the blueberry did. The chamomile typically is she prefers, but when it came to actually taking it with pills, that didn't help. But the blueberry tea did. So we're just glad we figured that one out. But as far as alcohol that I could never drink again, Goldschlager. Just saying, because we finished off a bottle of Goldschlager, Bacardi, some vodka. There were 3 of us. And I got so sick after the Goldschlager, I could never do it again. Ever. Now, I don't like licorice, so I can't do that either, just because I don't like licorice. But when it comes to actually having memories of having gotten sick off of something, that's Goldschlager. Never again. Just, I couldn't, it just, no, it doesn't work. Okay, so anyway, really quick to show, I keep clicking my teeth together. I think my bite needs to be adjusted, although there's nowhere to adjust it anymore. But anyway, to show you what it is, stay. I meant to my hook that was starting to roll, but the four-legged creature is laying on the floor a few feet from me, and she thought I was talking to her. But anyway, so it's a blanket for my mom, because it's not because the other blanket I haven't finished, but with everything that's been going on, whatever. But she was wanting another blanket, but honestly, that one was going to be too rough for her. And she's already, even after, okay, she's had a lot of after effects of the first chemo. One of the things is a sensitivity to rough materials. And I told her that blanket is going to be super rough, even though it's a good acrylic, it's rough. So she's like, well, do you have anything at home where we wouldn't have to buy anything or much, because you guys know things are tough right now. And I was like, well, I don't really have a lot of any blanket yarn, and that's really the only yarn that I can think of that would really be good, because that worked for my aunt when she had breast cancer. So I went home and I had 2 balls of the dark gray Bernat blanket yarn. So I ordered 3 more. I'm hoping that'll be enough, because I still have half a skein of another one, but it's a blanket. And it's a pattern that I found online. I mean, on YouTube. But I was going to do the same pattern I did for my aunt, but it was very holey, and I don't remember. I think I've learned to control the tightness of my crochet now more than when I first started. And with hers, I was like super tight, and my hands were hurting all the time because I was so tight with my stitching and my stitches. So now that I was doing it looser, it was very holey, and so I found a different. This is just basically, it's a free tutorial on YouTube, but it's basically half double crochet, and the first stitch is into the full stitch, but then every other stitch you half double into the back loop, and then the front loop, back loop, front loop, back loop, front loop, until you get to the end, and then the last stitch is into the full stitch, and then you chain 1, turn, and do a half double into the first stitch. But so that's what that was that I shared on my YouTube channel. I mean, on my Facebook group. But I do like that it comes out with the ridges working into the front and back loops. But and she's really excited because it's super soft. And the dark gray is actually softer than some of the other colors that I have in the Bernat blanket. So I'm happy about that. But that's what I'll be working on tonight if we do start to crochet together. Oh, man, my stomach. Oh, hold on. Hey, Gloria, welcome. How are you? Good evening, everyone. Hey, Gloria, look at your phone. Okay, hold on. Just thinking. Sorry, I have facial recognition. Just thinking of that, Natalie, makes my mouth water like I'm going to Sorry, Christy. Hey to everyone that has said hi. I'm not ignoring you. I got a sick little one. I know. I'm happy he's doing better, but I hope he gets 100%. Oh no, Christy, take care of your sweetie. Oh, how lovely. It's for your mom. That's so nice. Yes, again, stomach bug. It makes a nice texture. It really does. And I'll probably list it on Etsy as a made to order, because this one's obviously going to my mom, but it'll be something I can post. Oh no, Christy, prayers for your little one, and he had a reaction to the eye drops for allergy, so I had to stop those. I saw that comment. I just didn't get a chance to respond to you, so I apologize. And that's horrible. I'm glad you guys figured it out and that he's not getting them again. Thank you, Leanne, for the Facebook link. Okay, so do you guys want to go ahead? We've already determined. Sorry, I'm trying to put the screen down a little. We've determined that we're going to do, I wish I didn't know, for the timed. Oh, sorry, Wanda. Oh, I'm sorry. You would have known. You would have known. I told you about it yesterday, didn't I? Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. Oh, okay. Thanks, Juan. I mean, Amy. I just saw your comment too. All right. So I wish I didn't know. We'll do for the timed, because that was the first response that I got for the timed trivia. Then if we do trivia later, we could do the 80s, 90s. Yes, Natalie, you saw those pics. I did. Yes, that's why. Never mind. I know. I feel bad though that I didn't let you guess, but um, okay. Let me pull out some cards. Amy, get your pencil right, or I think it was pencil. Maybe it was pen. I couldn't tell in the picture. No, what the heck? Can you guys hear that rain? Do you hear sound? Like something pelting the window? It's heavy, heavy, heavy rain. It actually said that water spouts would not be um wouldn't be unexpected, and other stuff with this particular storm that just popped up. We had no idea it was going to rain tonight. Okay, maybe we were following to know that it was supposed to rain tonight, but we didn't know until she was like, she looked. We follow the hurricane guru um, weather meteorologist. She follows him on Facebook. I follow him on Instagram. But when he posts stuff, she follows it more than I do because I haven't really been on much social media. But she saw it and she was like, "Oh man, this sucks. Maybe take her out." So I did. Literally, as soon as we came in, maybe 4 minutes later, it starts raining. I was so grateful that she was out there for a little bit. Yep, I can hear it. I know, craziness. It was raining cats and dogs here in Alabama. It's raining cats and dogs here too. I thought it was my least toenails. Nope. That's all rain. It's hitting. You wouldn't be able to hear it from this window, but from that window is what you're hearing. Okay. So let's see. We'll start in, Amy, are you ready? We'll start in about I'd rather start in a minute because then I'll remember the time better. Okay, we'll start in a minute. I love Ryan Hall, y'all. No, who's Ryan Hall? I think one of you has sent me something about Ryan Hall, haven't you? I gotta look him up now. Hold on. Ryan Hall. There's an American mom. Oh. The beer that we heard about in New Orleans wasn't Chipmunk. What was it? I told you we probably won't remember, but
some kind of wood
woodchuck? No. Wood. Darn it! I can't remember what it was.
We've seen it here. We've had it here.
I know, but what?
It was the precursors, I think, of all the designer drug beers that are here now.
Yeah, all the designer beers, like Apple and all that kind of stuff. Okay, no problem. Figured it out. Okay, I'll look it up. But no, Dennis Phillips is our guy. He when it comes to trying to figure out what a hurricane's going to do, like last minute as it's like coming up the Gulf or wherever, he's the one that like he speaks to the hurricane somehow. He knows what's going on. Like almost, yeah, he's the hurricane whisperer. He tracks extreme weather. Oh, I gotta check him out then. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, you guys ready? We're doing I Wish I Didn't Know for the timed trivia. I will call out who the first person on my screen is that answers correctly, and then Amy's going to keep track of it, and we're going to play for about an hour. Unless I have to do something and then, I waste time and then we add time to the end. Anyway, remind me to look up Ryan Hall. If somebody wants to send me that, that's cool, and then I'll look him up later. Excuse me. All right, let's start. Creepy insect fact. How long is the leg span of the Goliath bird eater spider? That's a scary sounding spider. A, 9 inches, B, 11 inches, C, 13 inches, or D, 16 inches. And then when I say next, when we go to the next card, if somebody could either write next or put like 3 emojis or something so that I know that the answers after that are for the next question, that would be appreciated too. Hi from my little corner of Kentucky. I made it. Yay, Barbara, you made it. Welcome, Barbara. How are you? Okay, let's see. It is not D or C. So it's either A, 9 inches, or B, 11 inches. Nope, not C or D. And that's all I've gotten so far. Okay. Amy's the only one that's answered with B. Okay, and then Wanda. But it was like probably 3 seconds between the two. But Amy came up first with B 11 inches. Did you answer N? I know you meant B, right? Okay, but Amy got that one right. It's 11 inches. Man, my stomach is like really feeling off. Okay, next. If someone offers you a grilled cheese sandwich using Kazu Marzu cheese, you might want to think twice because Kazu Marzu cheese is made from sheep's milk and, I remember this one, A, flies, B, maggots, C, baby bird fetuses, or D, cockroaches. None of the above, thank you very much, is what I have to say, but what do I know? All right, Leanne got it first. It's B, maggots. Ew. Sheep's milk and maggots? I mean, who in their right mind would ever create that? I don't know. All right, next. So that was Leanne. Studies show that overall, men cheat on their partner more than women do. Which male age group is more likely to cheat on their spouse? A, 30 to 39, B, 40 to 49, C, 70 to 79, or D, 80 plus? This is an interesting statistic. It is nasty, isn't it? Okay, the only person that I see has it is Wanda. It's C, 70 to 79. What? That just, I mean, what? They're probably the ones that have been married the longest. Maybe, maybe not. But really, they're going to be the ones that are going to cheat. Thank you, Amy. Okay, next. Sorry, Amy sent me a message about Ryan Hall. Old farts. I know. All right, next. How many pounds of, okay, I know 90% of you are not going to have an issue with this, but do you guys mind when I read the questions the way they are, whether they are sexually explicit, foul language, or whatever? Wives are trying. Wanda. They still got it. Oh, they just got tired of it. I know, right? Okay. Read them, sister. Okay. All right. So, how many pounds of shit does the average person drop into the toilet each week? A, 3 pounds, B, 6 pounds, C, 9 pounds, or D, 12 pounds? I don't, but whatever. Well, they won't make it very much longer if they do. Read it how it is. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Okay, it is not A, D, or C. First person that gets it right. It's not A, D, or C. Really? Okay, Wanda came up first. It was like a second and a half between the two, but Wanda came in first at B, 6 pounds. So we drop 6 pounds of poo in the toilet every week. Wait, that was a week, right? Yeah, a week. All right, next. I don't either. It's a big event when I get an urge. I'm full of it. I know, right? It is a big event. Exactly. Okay, next one. Over 600 colonies of mold live on top of these items. A, soda cans, B, milk cartons, C, water bottles, or D, juice boxes. I remember this one, and it doesn't surprise me. Dang, I was hoping for 9 pounds. I know, right? Weight loss. All right, Wanda came in first. A, she's on a roll. A, soda cans. It was very close, though, but Wanda came in first. It's seriously raining. I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder, but I'm feeling the thunder. All right, next. Wow, that was in Japan. It is good luck to let a sumo wrestler A, gift you his mawashi, that's the giant diaper, after a match. B, wrestle you to the ground. C, make your baby cry. Or D, sleep in your house. Really? Okay. I must have lots of lag. Oh, and I just refreshed. Okay. Okay, she was the only one that actually had the right answer for like several seconds, and then Doris came up. So Wanda got it this time. It is C, make your baby cry. So it is good luck to let a sumo wrestler make your baby cry. Interesting. Eyeballs. Anyway, okay, next. Over 1,000 people get struck by lightning every year in the United States. Here's an odd fact about the freak occurrence. A, lightning can still get you lightning can still get you indoors. B, 40% of lightning strike victims are bald. C, people who drank alcohol recently are more likely to be struck. Or D, getting struck by lightning can change your hair color. I mean, oh, hey, Wriggles, great to see you. All right, Ryan got it first. A, lightning can still get you indoors. I have heard that, especially it can come through like the electrical lines and stuff. Or if you're taking a shower, I've heard it could come through the water and zap you. So when we have huge storms here, we don't even have to have huge storms. Heck, it could be sunny out and lightning, but we don't do dishes or take showers. And we try to have surge protectors on anything that's, we try to have surge protectors plugged into the wall and everything into them. But anyway, all right, next. Experts concluded that the feeling of being lonely has the same effect on the human body as which common habit? A, drinking too much caffeine. B, smoking 15 cigarettes a day. C, taking in too much sugar. Or D, drinking 5 glasses of wine each day. Yes, or watch TV. Yes, ma'am. No water and lightning. Exactly. Okay, you guys came in like so almost neck and neck. But Wanda got it first. It's B, smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Weaning myself off my O2. Now just need when active. Well, that's good, Barbara. Okay, so Wanda got it. It's B, smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So being lonely has the same effect on the human body as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's interesting. All right, next. According to a poll conducted in 2014, the majority of women have thought about this during sex with a male partner. A, did he get that move from his favorite porn? B, no, don't you dare finish yet. C, wait, was that my phone? Or D, all of the above. I can't say that I've thought of number one, but Wanda is on fire. Let me tell you. Well, I might as well start smoking again. Aw. Wait a minute. Where did it end? Was it? I don't know where it ended. Nobody's doing next. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's see. Wait a minute. Even if those were, they're wrong. So, okay. So this time Doris came in actually just before Wanda, but it's D, all of the above. I think I may. No, I'm not. Now my smart ass comment. Your smart ass comment. Hold on. You know what? It switched me out of live chat again. What the heck? I'm coming for you, Amy. Mine was D. Yes, I know, but Doris got in right before you. I'm alone but not lonely. That's good. Wanda again. No, I have Doris came in first. I have your B, and then I had Doris's D, then Wanda D, then Ryan with B, and then Granny D with D, then Barbara with D. So Doris got one. Sorry, Wanda. I know Amy and Wanda are very competitive for the patterns. I'm just saying. They try to get it any way they can. I'm giving you guys a hard time. I haven't played for 2 months. Ouch. Has it been that long? Holy mackerel. All right, next. Telling friends you've got to bust a grumpy is code for A, jerking off, B, taking a dump, C, getting into a fight, or D, picking a wedgie. I don't know why that just made me giggle, but thank you, Barbara. It is not A. All right, Granny D, well, she's the only one that has it right, but it is B, taking a dump. So bust a grumpy means you got to take a dump. Too funny. I think we have a pretty decent variety of people answering or getting it first. I don't know if that's going to make it easier or harder, but Amy, I love you too, my friend. All right, Amy's going on the list. I didn't say that for that reason. Do you see what I mean? Oh my goodness. Okay, Amy's on the list for March. Amy's on the list twice for March already. And so is Wanda. I'm telling you, people, they are serious competitors against each other. Just saying. Okay, next one. But thank you, Amy, sincerely. I appreciate it. Okay. I can't remember the answer, but I didn't read the whole question yet. But residents of a Tampa, Florida apartment complex caught a 12-foot alligator and tied it to a tree to keep as a pet. Neighbors called the cops after witnessing the owners, A, taking the gator for a walk, B, charging admission to pet the beast, C, feeding the gator live cats, or D, letting it swim in the pool. I'm certainly happy I did not know about this because would not have made me happy. Thank you, Barbara. But it's friendly. It is friendly. They have fun with it. Sometimes we just listen, not competing with Wanda. We team up on you. No, I know. Sometimes they don't play, and they just mark. They're typically the mods that are keeping track. But it's a fun. I'm making it more silly that they're competing, but they're just having fun. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Okay, so Doris has it right first. It is C, feeding the gator live cats. Just saying, I'm glad I didn't know about that. Because that I would have been calling the cops too very quickly. When I ask when I took that, just say 10:15. My mom just walked out and said, "Nice game." Weird. I know, right? It is awful. That's horrible. And that's right across the bay from me. Whatever. Okay, next. The term. Okay, I'm so used to so many of you that there are a couple people in here that I feel a little awkward reading it directly the way it's written. But how about Betty White and Lake Placid? What about her? What? Okay, next. The term for the leakage of sperm from the ass and down into the vagina crevice, resulting in an accidental pregnancy, is called A, a Tokyo drift, B, slipping one past the goalie, C, being pregnant, or D, up the duff. I don't know why these are cracking me up. I would just be the next girl. Oh, Barbara. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Granny D got it. It's a Tokyo drift. I actually forgot about that. Look at me. I'm all like shiny again. And I'm seriously not warm. All right. So Granny D got that one. All right. Next. According to a 2018 study, there's a 25% chance your current relationship will end with A, marriage, B, someone dying, C, someone getting ghosted, or D, someone cheating. 25% chance. Woo. Hey, Natalie and everyone. Hey, Zara, welcome. How are you? Woohoo. Next, hey, Zara. Okay, so there's the answer. Starting, it is not B or D. So it's A, marriage, or C, someone getting ghosted. All right, Doris got it again. It's C, someone getting ghosted. All right, next. A popular health and diet treatment in 17th century Europe was A, starving yourself on purpose, B, eating foods to make yourself vomit, C, hosting binge and purge parties, or D, cannibalism. Oh, I remember this from the first time we did it. A popular health and diet treatment. Gross. I'm good, thank you. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so it is not B or C. So it's either A, starving yourself on purpose, or D, cannibalism. I would not, it isn't. Okay, Granny D got it. It's D, cannibalism. What? That's a popular health and diet treatment? What? Gross. Okay. Granny D got it first. That's just gross. All right, next. Which of these activities has a 1 in 4,292 chance of you getting smashed by a car? A, walking, B, skateboarding, C, riding a bike, or D, roller skating? Woohoo, that's nuts. I know. That is, wait, woohoo, that's not, okay, I just read that. Next. All right. It is not C, which is the only answer I've gotten so far. So A, walking, B, skateboarding, or D, roller skating. It's not C or D. So it's A, walking, or B, skateboarding. Granny D got it first. It's A, walking. So that has a 1 in 4,292 chance of getting smashed by a car. Makes you think twice about walking, huh? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. But yeah. I know, right? All right, next. According to the FDA, the average person consumes about a pound of this in their. Wait a minute. According to the FDA, the average person consumes about a pound of this in their food each year. A, fecal flakes, B, human hair, C, untraceable chemicals, or D, insects. A pound of this. Gross. Okay, Ryan got it first. It's D, insects. Disgusting. A pound of insects every year. Gross, 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 gross. Makes you not want to eat out, but it could also be in prepared foods too, or boxed or canned foods. That was another one in the cards, I think, once. All right, next. This might help you like rats even more than you already do. Can't say I like rats yet now, but okay. So this might help you like rats even more than you already do. A, they can tread water for up to 40 hours. B, they like to have sex with other species. C, they can actually laugh. Or D, mama rats train babies to avoid traps. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, Wanda got it. It's C, they can actually laugh. And I have Wanda with C, then Doris with D, and then Amy with C. So there was a couple seconds between you two, but Wanda got it first. It's C, they can actually laugh. I don't know that laughing rats make me like rats better. Just saying. I'm just being honest. Okay, next. Talk about endurance. A female rat, okay, I guess we're on a rat subject here. A female rat can do this in a 6-hour period. A, have sex 500 times. Wow. B, travel over 10 miles. Okay. C, eat 5 times its weight in food. Or D, birth 48 little rat babies. Okay, then. It is not B or D. So it's either A, have sex 500 times, or C, eat 5 times in its weight in food. Okay, Granny D came up with it the second time with A, have sex 500 times. So female rats can have sex 500 times in 6 hours. Yowzas. That's impressive. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine anywhere. I can't even imagine anything anywhere near that in 6 hours. But you know, I know. Wow, you go, girl. All right, next. You're 9% more likely to die on this holiday. A, New Year's Eve, B, Christmas Day, C, Valentine's Day, or D, New Year's Day. That's sad. Thank you, Barbara. It is not A, D, or C. Okay, so the first person that came up with B was Barbara. It's B, Christmas Day. So Barbara got that one right. Okay, next. In ancient China, corpses were covered in this sweet treat for 100 years and then broken up to eat. A, sugar, B, honey, C, molasses, or D, corn syrup. Ew. Yuck. Hey, Kenneth, welcome. How are you? All right, Wanda got it first. It's B, honey. That's just disgusting. You cover a corpse with honey for 100 years and then you break it up and eat it? Gross. Gross. Gross, 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 gross. Disgusting. Okay, next. About 200,000 people are born with this extra body part each year. A, fingers, B, buttholes, C, nipples, or D, toes. I'm doing fantastic. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Wonder what they call that. I know. I don't know. It is not A. Oh, Leanne got it first. She wrote it out first. Nipple. So it's C, nipple. Actually, she's the only one that got it right. So way to go, Leanne. So 200,000 people. I'm so sorry. I was trying not to do that on screen. I was gonna like lean over or something, but it just got me off. I think I'm not even tired right now anyway, but yeah, so 200,000 people are born with an extra nipple. Alrighty then. Next, Miami, Florida. What's up with Florida? Miami, Florida has been overrun by African land snails. These mollusks grow to the size of rats and will eat A, anything that gets in their path, B, the outside of a house until it crumbles, C, small pets, or D, human flesh. And I remember this from the first time we did this, and I was like, holy crap, I can't believe that. Now we all yawn. I know, I'm sorry. It is not A. Okay, Wanda's the only one that I see with it correct. It's B, the outside of a house until it crumbles. What? So the African land snails will eat the outside of a house until it crumbles. That's some scary stuff right there, if you ask me. All right, next. In 2008, two sisters found this and sold it on eBay for $1,350. A potato that looked like Abe Lincoln. B, a piece of bread that looked like it had Jesus's face on it. C, a cornflake shaped like Illinois. Or D, a carrot that looked like a perfect penis. I know, right? Isn't that scary? I wouldn't want to live in Miami knowing that they had so many of these mollusks and that they can chew my house up. Just saying. It is not A or B. So it's either C, a cornflake shaped like Illinois, or D, a carrot that looked like a perfect penis. It's not A or B. Wanda came in and then like very shortly after Barbara came in, but Wanda got it first. It is C, a cornflake shaped like Illinois. So they found a cornflake shaped like Illinois and sold it for $1,350. Why would I don't know that I'd want to spend $1,350 for a cornflake that was shaped like Illinois. Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know. But all right, next. The human body is a walking germ, but which part contains, on average, 67 different species of bacteria? A, your stank feet. B, your foul mouth. C, the belly button you never clean. Or D, the ear canals you completely ignore. That's kind of gross. Just, yeah, very kind of gross. Ugh. All right, Doris is the only one that I see that got it right first. Well, now first, but Doris got it. It's C, the belly button you never clean. I'm trying to think. When I wash, I normally just, I mean, it's hard for me to, I'm trying to envision when I wash. I think I clean it, but tornado warning in Kissimmee. Yeah, we were under what's it called? A marine warning, but let's hope there were no other warnings that came out. So far, knock on wood, no other warnings. So here's hoping. But thank you for letting me know. Kissimmee's not that far. It's about 2 hours depending on traffic. I clean mine. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, I mean, I know. Yeah, I do too. So hopefully we don't have 67 different species of bacteria living in there. I have to go, but I so enjoyed. Same here, Granny D. Thank you so much for taking part. I do appreciate it. Have a great night. Sweet dreams, my friend. Love you and sending you big hugs and lots of prayers. All right, next. The place you go to get clean is actually dirty as hell. The filthiest item in your shower is your A, shampoo bottle, B, bar of soap, C, loofah, or D, faucet handles. Love you, Natalie. Hugs to you and Mama. Back at you, my friend. Good night, hon. Hugs and love to all. Me too. There are some nasty buttons that come in through surgery. Be right back. Have to pee. Okay. All right. I'll read once Amy lets me know that she's. Oh, are you back or did you just answer? Okay. The first person that came in with it right was Zara with C, loofah. That's why I don't use one. I actually like to buy soap that has like an exfoliant in it, like the little, like sand, not sand, but well, some could be, but versus actually using a loofah to wash. Sorry, you're funny. All right, wait, Amy, I don't think she's back yet. So let's wait for Amy to come back. We'll add a couple minutes at the end. Let me see. I think it sounds okay. I probably shouldn't say it, but it sounds like a lot of it passed by already. So sorry. First round, aw, but congratulations on your first right answer. Yeah, so most of the horrible weather has passed by already. So, oh, I see the little red box around Kissimmee with the tornado warning. Yeah, they're getting a pretty serious cell right now. It should be passing. It's like sitting right on top of them right now. All right. And I'll make sure that Amy knows that Zara was the one who got it first, and then we'll go ahead and continue. So, yeah. Uh-oh. What the heck? I hate when my phone decides to do its own little thing. It's very frustrating. My phone has been acting up so much. Emails aren't going through, messages, text messages, whatever are not going through. It's very, very, very frustrating. And I don't know. I mean, my mom has the same issue sometimes, but not all the time. I'm back. Okay, so did you get that Zara got the last answer correct? It was C. I almost, I already put the card down. C, loofah. All right, now next. I heard in my earbud. All right, next. If you find yourself at a family dinner in Norway, order up some smalahov. It's a boiled and salted, A, horse leg, B, sheep's head, C, dog part, or D, rat. Gross. In any way, all of those are gross. I would not be ordering it. What the hell is my problem? Wanda is the only one that got it right. B, sheep's head. Gross. I will not be ordering that. Just saying. I mean, I don't foresee myself going to Norway anytime soon, but if and when I go, not ordering it. All right, next. This female fashion staple was originally created for gentlemen. A, bra, B, stockings, C, high heels, or D, corset. Really? Why? I don't even remember this one, but why? It's not A or D. It's not A, D, or B. It's not A, B, or D. So first one that gets it in. Yeah, Leanne got it. C, high heels. I had no idea the high heels were originally made for men. Why? Sorry, I had an itch on my ankle. I think I got bit when I was outside with Miley. I know my mom got bit a bunch yesterday. All right, next. If you find yourself engaged in tea room sex, you are A, dipping your balls into a teacup, B, literally having sex in a tea room, C, having hot liquids poured on your body, or D, having sex in public toilets. What? Okay. That's 3, and I'm house cleaning. Why indeed? I know, right? To make short guys not feel so little. There you go, maybe. All right. Wanda is the only person who I see that has gotten it right. I only have 2 answers here. So D, having sex in public toilets. So that is tea room sex, if you were interested. Gross. Okay, next. Well, I guess okay, never mind. Next, which of these items should you wash before using due to traces of formaldehyde in the packaging? A, bed sheets, B, socks, C, underwear, or D, all of the above. I knew this, so this was not a surprise to me, but in ads. Oh, hey, Kathy, how are you? Welcome, my friend. All right, let's see. Zara got it in first. It's D, all of the above. Yeah, I remember this. My grandmother, I think, was the one who told me, always wash your bed sheets, your underwear, and your socks before you wear them. I actually really wash everything when I get it fresh before I wear it, but that's just me. But congratulations, Zara. I feel bad. I feel good because this is her second right answer. But all right, next. If your plane crashes, you've got this much time to get the hell out of what? Oh, if your plane crashes, you've got this much time to get the hell out if you want to survive. A, 30 seconds, B, 90 seconds, C, 2 minutes, or D, 5 minutes. Hello, Wanda and Leanne. Hugs. Next. Okay. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate the nexts. It is not C. It's not C. Sorry. All right. I have Barbara with it first. It's right. Yeah. Barbara's first with B, 90 seconds. So at least you know if you're on a plane and it crashes, you have 90 seconds to get the hell out before, if you want to survive. But we can still hear you. Stop it. Shh. You're not supposed to tattle on me. Ugh. Okay, next. That one I knew you were going to hear, though. I knew you were going to hear that one. Natalie, my bestie crochet buddy, is watching you on her telly, so she can't comment. Could you say hi, Kim, pretty please? Hi, Kim. Welcome. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry you can't comment, though. That sucks. Oh, yeah, I guess you can't comment on a television, but welcome. None, bend over and get your ass. I know. I really didn't think. I mean, I would have thought like. I mean, I guess it depends on the way it crashes and if it exploded. I mean, I highly doubt you have 90 seconds. But what do I know? Thank you, everyone, for saying hi to Kim. All right, next. Over 250,000 kids across the world do this before turning 18. A, have sex. B, join the military. C, run away from home. Or D, start a YouTube channel. This was probably written before YouTube became such a big thing, but ow, my leg itches. See, now I'm thinking about it, so now I need to do it. It's not A, C, or D. It's not A, C, or D like David. So first person that comes in. Nope. Oh, Amy, that wasn't an option. All right, Wanda is the only one that I see that has even answered it correctly. It's B, join the military. So 250,000 kids across the world join the military before they're 18. All right, next. Thank you, everybody. You're so lovely. Yes, everybody is amazing. But hi, Kim. That sucks that people can be. I mean, I get that people could be watching and can't comment, but anyway. All right, next. Thank you, Barbara. It usually takes about 10 minutes for this to happen. A, fall in love with someone. B, die in a fire. C, drown. Or D, change a person's mind about something. Not in Canada. What? What was the thing in? Oh, join the military. Oh, really? Okay. Damn, I suck tonight. Oh, we have sex. Awesome. All right, let's see. Zara, you are the only one, eyeballs. You are the only one that got it right. C, drown. So Zara's got what? I can't remember how many now, but anyway, you got it right. So drown. So it takes about 10 minutes to drown. Look at me. I'm starting to get clogged up again. I swear. What is it about my lives? All right, next. Once a scorpion sheds its tail in battle, the 8-legged arachnid is as good as dead. What causes the deadly scorpion to perish so quickly? A, the open wound exposes them to infection. B, most of their bodily functions are controlled by the tail. C, they die at the hands of predators. Or D, they die of constipation. Okay then, woohoo, Amy, we have to watch out for Zara. Doris, I love that face. I don't know why, but I just get a kick out of it. All right, Wanda's the only one that's gotten it right. It's D. They die of constipation. So when a scorpion sheds its tail in battle, the reason he's good as dead is because he dies of constipation. Alrighty then. Okay. All right, next. Clara Meadmore lived to be 108 and died with this distinction. A, world's oldest working stripper. B, world's oldest cocktail waitress. C, world's oldest virgin. Or D, world's oldest construction worker. That's my whack-a-troll face. Thank you, Doris. No, you don't want to. You're up to 11. It could be because your head is mostly down reading while you play trivia, maybe? Maybe. Hey, I didn't even think of that. Good one, Leanne. Let's see. Okay, first person that got it right on my side is Ryan. Sorry, Amy. It's C, world's oldest virgin. Could you imagine being 108 and dying as the world's oldest virgin? That would suck. I think it would. I mean, if you ask me, that would suck. I couldn't imagine living 108 years without ever having sex. I mean, who knows? Maybe she had other fun, just not actual intercourse, but I mean, still, that would suck. I whacked the troll. That's why I didn't answer last time. Thank you for whacking the troll, Amy. I appreciate it. All right, next. Norma Stitz has the world's largest breasts with a size of 102 triple Z. What? How much does each breast weigh? Each breast weigh A, 40 pounds, B, 35 pounds, C, 65 pounds, or D, 29 pounds? What? Could you imagine? Holy mackerel. She is not Canadian. If it wasn't for me, kiddos, I'm good. All right, hold on. There are a lot said for self-pleasure. Yes, yeah, you're right. You're right. And detachable shower heads, but hey, you know what do I know? All right, Wanda got it right first with C, 65 pounds. Could you imagine 130 pounds just in boob? Holy crap. That's a that's a person. That's a person on your chest. I would love to see. I need to keep this out. I need to check this person out because I got to see how big she is, like just at what her body frame is. You know what? I'm going to keep it out and we're going to look her up after the game is done. 130 pounds. 130 pounds. I cannot even imagine. You can, Ryan? I can't. I cannot imagine. Holy crap. Okay, next. In 2012, a 50-year-old woman in Florida. What is up with Florida? I mean, seriously. Okay, in 2012, a 50-year-old woman in Florida was arrested for beating the shit out of her boyfriend. What did the boyfriend do to deserve a beatdown? A, loaded the dishwasher wrong. B, slept with her mom. C, didn't put the toilet seat down. Or D, came first during sex. My niece is triple K. Okay, I get that, but this is 102 triple Z. Whoo! Ow, holy, ow, my back. Hello, host and everyone in chat. Hey, Anna, welcome. How are you? All right, let's see who answered. Oh my gosh, my back. Okay, Doris is the only one that I see that has answered correctly, and that was D, came first during sex. So she beat her boyfriend to death. No, she beat the shit out of her boyfriend, not to death. Sorry, I take that back. She beat the shit out of her boyfriend for coming first during sex. Alrighty then. Backache plus. Yes, I'm good. Good, I'm glad to hear that. No, not B. What? Yeah, I know. All right, next. In 2013, a man was arrested for spreading the ashes of his fiancée inside one of her favorite places. A, Chipotle, B, Lens Crafters, C, Target, or D, Chuck E. Cheese. Ow. No, that hurts. I LOL'd at A. Wait, what was A? I know, right? Loaded the dishwasher wrong. I could just imagine. Well, that's still harsh. So I know. It really is. All right, sorry. Okay, Ryan is the only person that's answered it correctly. It's B, Lens Crafters. So he was arrested for spreading his fiance's ashes in Lens Crafters. Okay, then. Next. This disgusting medieval remedy is making a comeback and is used today in some hospitals to treat leg ulcers. Oh, hold on. Ow. My throat is getting very dry. All right. This disgusting medieval remedy is making a comeback and is used today in some hospitals to treat leg ulcers, pressure sores, and infected wounds. I actually knew this, but without this game. A, leeches, B, live snails, C, maggots, or D, cat piss. That would suck. But okay, well, I just kind of anyway, no. Okay, let's see who said it first. Amy got it right. It's C, maggots. You would think leeches, but no, it's maggots because maggots eat dead tissue. They also, that's why, like burn victims, they'll also put them sometimes on burn victims because they'll eat the dead tissue. What? Yeah, it's maggots. But Amy got that one right. first. All right, next. A Seattle woman. I know, right? I would be like, no, thank you. I'll just do it. Okay, I guess you can't. But I'd still be like, what else can you do for me outside of lay maggots all over me? But anyway, okay, next. A Seattle woman drank a warm glass of this daily to clear her acne as well as her complexion. Ew! A, dog piss, B, breast milk, C, chicken grease, or D, placenta cocktail. Ugh. Chop off. Chop off my, Amy, chop off my leg. Too funny. Wound back instead, please. I know, right? I mean, this is gross. Okay, Barbara got it right first. It's dog piss. Ew! Ew! She drank a glass of dog piss daily to help with her acne and her complexion. I deal with my acne and complexion. There's no way in the... No, thank you very much. That was just ew. Okay. Next. People in Victorian times didn't want little boys to masturbate. Any kid caught doing the deed ran the risk of A, getting his dick cut off, B, having to sleep with his parents until he moved out, C, wearing a metal clamp around his dick, or D, having his foreskin sewn up. All right. I know, right? No way. Not happening. All right. Wanda is the only one so far that I see got it right. It's D, having his foreskin sewn up. Yeah, that would kind of hurt, I would imagine. Trying to do it with your foreskin sewn up. Would it even be possible? I think I'm way behind in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry, Leanne. Refresh or leave and come back. Ouch, what? Why? It says people in Victorian times didn't want little boys to masturbate. Why? I don't know. And how little are they talking about? I don't know. But any kid caught doing the deed ran the risk of having his foreskin sewn up. Ouch is right. Yes, it would be possible, but it wouldn't hurt. Thank you very much. Really? So it wouldn't hurt. So then what was the purpose of sewing it up? Could he even pee? Right. He wouldn't be able to pee. Unless, I don't know. All right, next. During the 1800s, straitjacket pajamas and tying hands to bedposts were two typical ways to A, remove evil spirits from the body, B, stop kids from masturbating, C, keep people from sleepwalking, or D, prevent young girls from having sex. Yes, leak out. Okay. I walked in on my son doing that at the age of 13. I think my brother may have been 13 also. All right. Barbara got it right. Actually, she's the only one that I see got it right. It's B, stop kids from masturbating. So evidently just way back when they didn't like kids to masturbate. All right. Next. The main ingredient in the Scandinavian dish lapkok is A, boiled rats, B, elephant shit, C, moose cum, or D, reindeer blood. Ew. Oh boy, I got 4 years. They all do it. I know, it's a natural thing. All right, Barbara got it right. He was discovering himself. Yeah, but that's what kids do. All right, Barbara got it right first. It's D, reindeer blood. Gross. That's better though than the rest of them. I think plastic sheets. All right, next. Worried about that brown booger you're putting in your mouth? It's not too much cause for concern. It just means A, your iron levels are off. B, you're picking your nose too hard and drawing blood. C, you're eating too much protein. Or D, your fingers are dirty. Because the others are beyond belief. I know, they are. Okay, having trouble with my eyelids, so I'll look at the replay tomorrow because I can't drive. I didn't see you come in, Becky. Hi, Becky, and bye, Becky. Yes, please go get some sleep. Love you, my friend. Sweet dreams. All right. Wanda got it first. It's B. You're picking your nose too hard and drawing blood. Good night, Becky. Sending you lots of hugs and love and prayers. Well, just stopped in to say hi, but I got to get up early. Errands to run. Hope to catch you next time. Thank you, Anna, so much for stopping by. Sweet dreams. Have a good day tomorrow. Night, Becky. Hi, Becky. Take care. Okay. Next. Data shows that 60% of frozen berries are moldy, but that probably won't bother you as much as knowing the typical bag in the freezer contains A, about 10 whole insects, B, significant traces of animal urine, C, unhatched larvae, or D, poisonous berries. What? Good night. Oh, good night, Anna. That was a guess because I don't do that. I was number one before you was even on. Aw, well, I didn't know you were here. I'm sorry. Did you say something and I missed you? I apologize. Take care. Anna, okay. Wanda got it right first. It was Wanda with A, then Barbara with C, and then Doris with A. So Wanda got it. It's A, about 10 whole insects. So data shows that 60% of frozen berries are moldy, which sucks because we use them for our smoothies. But that probably won't bother you as much as knowing the typical bag in the freezer contains about 10 whole insects. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Gross. Just saying. Okay, next. Which U.S. city was ranked the rattiest city in 2019? A, New York, B, Chicago, C, Tampa, D, Los Angeles. I'm not happy about this one. So those of you that know me would know why I'm not happy about this one. I don't know if that's why Wanda got it right or not, but it's B, Chicago. Rattiest. It used to be the cleanest city. Even my ex-husband, who's from Long Island, was like, when he came to Chicago when we got married, because we got engaged in New York, married in Chicago, and we lived in Florida. But he was shocked at how clean the city was. Now that was back in 2003, but I'm sorry, 2002, but still, that sucks. Oh, okay, maybe she didn't get. No, it was B, Chicago. So Wanda got it first. Sorry, Tampa would have the least. That just surprises me because I don't know. That surprises me. All right, next. A Brazilian spider delivers a painful bite that sends most victims to the hospital, but some people try to get bitten on purpose because A, the bite is the cure for other worse ailments and diseases, B, the venom is a natural form of Viagra, C, the spider bite is supposed to bring good luck, or D, the scar following the bite looks really cool. Now it has highest rats, politicians. Okay, Amy got it first. It's B, the venom is a natural form of Viagra. So the venom of a Brazilian spider is the natural form of Viagra. Interesting. All right, next. 3 members of your gym you rarely see are ringworm, staph infection, and athlete's foot. They usually hang out A, on the complimentary towels, B, in the locker room, C, in the showers, or D, on yoga mats. Glad I don't have to worry about this. I'll have to order more spiders on Amazon. All right, Wanda got it she was the first one, only one until just a second ago, but Wanda got it right. It's D, on yoga mats. I've never used a public yoga mat, so okay. Next. Another name for staying silent during sex so you don't wake up a roommate or your kids is called A, silent film fucking, B, ninja sex, C, hush puppying, or D, miming. Oh gosh, I can't do that. Ow, my hip. Bring your own equipment. Yeah, exactly. Wanda got it right. It's ninja sex. That actually makes sense, I think, personally. But all right, next. Baby koalas go through a phase where the only thing they'll eat is A, mama koala's hairballs for digestion, B, other baby koalas, C, mama koala's shit, or D, dirt. Seriously? Gross. Wanda's a ninja. Okay, Barbara got this one first. It is C, mama koala's shit. That's kind of gross, but I mean, it's nature, I suppose. All right, next. When two friends take a dump next to one another in public stalls and throw shit-covered toilet paper over the wall at one another, this is called A, shitstorming, B, brown bombing, C, free ticket to Browntown, or D, bathroom battleship. If I ever use the restroom with a friend and we're both taking a dump and they throw, no thank you. It gives them antibodies. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. Amy is the only one that I see that got it right. It's D, bathroom battleship. Shitty situation. It really is. That's just gross. That's just gross. We'll kick their ass. Exactly. I'd be like, what the hell? Yeah, that's no. Okay, next. I think we can do a few more. Did you ever accidentally poop in the shower when you thought you just had to fart? The act of pushing the shit down the drain with your foot is called A, releasing the turtles. Okay. A, releasing the turtles. B, chestnut shower. C, a waffle stomp. Or D, golden showers. Who comes up with these? Oh. All right. Doris got it right first. It's C, a waffle stomp. Sorry, that one cracked me up. It just did. All right, next. Accidentally getting shit on your finger when wiping your butt is called, what is up with this particular topic? But anyway, next. Accidentally getting shit on your finger when wiping your butt is called the A, stink finger, B, Midas touch, C, finger poke of doom, or D, dirty digit. Oh my gosh. These are cracking me up. It is not A. You couldn't have heard it that time. Maybe you saw it, but you couldn't have heard it. All right, Zara got it. It's B, Midas touch. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, those are cracking me up. Okay. I think, well, actually, no, because we added a couple minutes. All right, let's keep going. Next. Having sex in a crowded movie theater is called A, peep showing, B, IMAX and climax, C, buttering the popcorn, or D, the coming attraction. But coming, C-U-M-M-I-N-G, the coming attraction. Why do the makeup names for these? I know, and I don't know who it is that does it, but oh, hi Marilyn. Sorry, I missed you. I apologize. Welcome. How are you? From these two, I would have joined one of your line. That's just too funny. All right. Barbara got it right. It's B. The IMAX and climax. Oh my gosh, the things we used to find in the theaters is ridiculous. That was my first job. Well, I started babysitting when I was like 9, but my first legal job was at a movie theater. And oh my gosh, the things we found is ridiculous. All right, next. The act of taking a dump but turning to find there's no shit in the bowl is called A, disappearing doo-doo. B, peekapoo. C, Turdini, or D, ghost shit. No more popcorn for me. It's not B. Okay. Wanda got it right. It's D, ghost shit. I've never taken a dump and not had anything in the toilet. I mean, I don't know. I haven't, but maybe others have. Oh my goodness, that was hysterical. All right. We're going to do 3 more, then we'll be done. Ow, 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 ow. My hip. Ow, ow, ow. It so desperately needs to crack, but it's so bad right now it can't crack. Oh, it hurts so bad. All right, next. How what? All right. In 2018, 19-year-old Kaif Ali Khan set a new world record by eating 65 grapes in 3 minutes. The crazy part of the story is A, he's allergic to grapes, B, the grapes were covered in urine, C, he used his feet, or D, he ingested them through his ass. Okay, then. Oh, for crying out loud. I so need to crack it, but it won't crack. Ow. It's not A or D. All right, Wanda. Oh, you guys were so close together, but Wanda got it first. It's C, he used his feet. Okay, okay. We'll give it to him. All right, next. Doctors have found a new way to cure inflammatory bowel and Crohn's disease, and it involves A, plugging up the butthole, B, transplanting poop from a healthy person into a sick person, C, drinking a daily smoothie that includes traces of fecal matter, or D, medicinal marijuana. I actually knew this, but it's okay. I won't say anything outside of that. I would not want this to be happening, but what do I know? All right. Well, Wanda was the only one for a second, but it's B, transplanting poop from a healthy person into a sick person. Yeah. I'd be like, please find another way. All right. Next, the last one. Excuse me. I know, right? All right, next. If your new roommate admits to having ablutophobia, find a new place to live. Ablutophobia is the fear of A, brushing your teeth, B, bathing, C, wearing clothes, or D, sleeping alone. I know. I'd be like, no, thank you. Amy got it right first. It is B, bathing. Yep. I would be finding a new roommate or finding a new place to live. All right. So we are done. Amy, go ahead and calculate or figure out or whatever and let me know who the winner is for tonight. And then whoever the winner is for tonight will go on to the list of winners for March, which I think this is the 3rd time trivia we've done this month. And then at the end of the month, I will do a drawing, and then one person will, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that answer, but hold on. What the heck? All right. So the winner is Wanda with 22 correct. Then let's see. Granny D had 4. Ryan had 3. Doris had 5. Leanne had 2. Barbara 6. Amy 6. And Zara 3. So Wanda, congratulations, Wanda. She was on a roll tonight. So let me go ahead and put her on the list. I have to find the list because I had the super chat list up. Oh, okay. I have to go backwards. There we go. So far, we have for March Live winners, we had Lisa the Grammy Scattered, and then Tammy Twisted Stitches was last week, and now we've got Wanda for this week. So it'll be interesting to see who. Well, we'll probably have at least 2 more. Maybe let's say. Let me pull up the calendar. We'll probably have at least 2 more if it works out. And if I happen to do an impromptu live on a different day, maybe we'll do it then too. But yeah, so congratulations, Wanda, Stinky Twinkie. Sorry, I should say ladies. Aw. No, you don't have to say sorry. Really sorry. All right, well that was fun. Although, let me look up that woman and see first of all if it's a true story. Okay, Norma, not Notma Stitz. I have a funny feeling this isn't true. Norma Stitz. Okay. So Norma Stitz is a fetish model. It says Annie Hawkins Turner, better known by the stage name Norma Stitz, is a website entrepreneur and fetish model. Her pseudonym is a wordplay on enormous tits. She holds the Guinness World Record for the largest natural breasts. Holy, wait, that's not even her. Wait a minute. Let me see if her picture's on Wikipedia. Really? Why would they not have a picture of her? You would tend to think if she holds the world record. I'm afraid of opening this, but let's see. Thanks for fun. Going to sleep a bit, maybe. Hugs, my friend. Hugs to you too. Love you, my friend. Thank you so much for keeping track. Thank you for playing, and sweet dreams. I hope you get some sleep, and we'll talk later. Love you, my friend. Wanda, yay for me. So you send me money. She wins, and she sends me money. Thank you so much, Wanda. You you are going on to March's super chat list. Thank you very much, my dear friend. Hi, everyone. How is everyone tonight? Good. If you wouldn't mind sharing your name, I would love to be able to welcome you by name. I don't think I have you on my list anywhere. Miss Canadian. Seriously, I can't read my own handwriting anymore. Scrapper. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be able to read this, but anyway, good night, Amy, and thank you. Take care, Amy. Hello, my fellow Canadian. Nancy, did I miss you? Thank you, Nancy. Welcome. I must have missed you. Did I miss you? If I missed you, I apologize. But welcome, my friend, and thank you so incredibly much for the super sticker. I very greatly appreciate it. My name is Evie. Okay, awesome. Welcome, Evie. Oopsie. E-V. Am I spelling it right? I spelled it right. Yeah. Welcome, Evie. Her picture is on Microsoft Bing. I know, just got here. Okay. Hi, Nancy, and welcome for the wonderful super sticker. Warning 18 plus. Enter here. I don't think I want to do that. Mobile Twitter. Let's see. I don't have my Twitter account anymore, but let's see. Holy mother of holy is all I gotta say. Holy crap. Hi Wanda, what's the diff between super sticker and super chat? There's nothing different. Except with the super chat, you can actually write a message. With the super sticker, you just pick which little emoji but little sticker you want to send. It can do like a high five, or it may say like that one says, how's it going? You know, it's whatever, but there's not a difference between the two. You guys want to see the picture of her? Now remember, her boobs weigh 65 pounds each. She's 102 triple Z. What? 130 pounds of just boob. Ryan, I think you're like behind the times. Okay, Nancy, no problem. Okay, I got to do it. I did actually itch my ankle, but I also took care of something else off screen. I hope it was off screen. Okay, nobody's saying they want to see the picture, so I won't force the picture on you guys, but holy mackerel. I very seriously cannot imagine. I simply can't imagine. I can't. I mean, I think mine have gone down a little bit, and even when they were at their biggest, were heavy for my back. I very seriously could not imagine being 102 triple Z. You ready? Ryan, you are behind in video, hun. Yeah, you are big time. Hold on. My phone gets weird with pictures. Can you see her? Look, holy, there you go. Look at her. 130 pounds and boobs only. You guys see her? Sorry, I can't keep my hands straight. I mean, without moving. I apologize. Hold on. Let me. Okay. It's still not doing it, but do you see how big her boobs are? Holy ouch. That just yowzas. 130 pounds. It's having another human on your chest. I mean, ow. That's all I gotta say is ow. Ow, ow, ow. I'm so sorry. Man, I just drooled. Seriously? She is 63, weighs 351 pounds, stands 5'6", bust is 71 inches, waist 50 inches, hips 59 inches. Whew. She's only 5'6". Weighs 351 pounds, but 130 of that are her boobs. I mean, oh. So that means she weighs 221. Can she walk, or does her face scrape on the concrete? Sorry, that was mean. Oh, my hip. My hip so needs to crack. I can't crack it. Ow. Oh, that hurts. That was mean, but that is huge. I seriously cannot imagine. I just can't imagine. I can't fathom it. That just is like, simply because I know what it's like even with mine, and I'm not big. But okay, my boobs aren't big, but I know the problems I've had with them, and I can't imagine like having them, what, 30 times the size? Poor woman. Yes, I'm still in my training bra. Wanda. Ow. I was just going to say something. It just totally escaped me. I have absolutely no idea what it was, but it was something right on the tip of my tongue. It is a 76 triple Z in the US. That's, I mean, still 76 triple Z. That's incredible. I mean, what are mine? I happen to have one here, but I don't think I can see it. This has been washed too many times, but hold on. I bought like a bunch at one time because there's one particular bra that I like by Bally, and so I bought a bunch of them, but That doesn't look right. Hold on. Hold the phone. Is it a 40C? I think it's a. I don't know. I have to look at one of my newer ones, but ow. When my grade 9 geography teacher asked where the Canadian flatlands were, they all pointed, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to giggle with that, but can you get to chiropractor? No, I can't go to chiropractors. Unfortunately, that's painful. I'm holding mine. I know. I mean, I would if I wasn't on camera, but man, that hurts. That seriously hurts. I mean, oh, son of a biscuit. Can't believe I just did that, but that just, I don't know. They call pancake. All right, so we can, let's see, we can either just chat. I may start crocheting. So if you guys want to crochet with me, I mean, it's not a big deal if you don't want to, or if you want to knit or housework clean or whatever you want to do, that's fine. Her bras must be super expensive. I know. I can't even imagine. Natalie, I'll go fetch something to eat. I'll leave you running. Thank you so much, Zara. Enjoy whatever it is you decide to eat. Sunny side up eggs. Yes, there you go. Bye-bye. Take care, everyone. Bye, Sarah. Enjoy your meal, whatever it is you decide to eat. So, yeah, anyway, the blanket I had started for my mom, I actually just started yesterday. Wait, today's Tuesday night. Sunday night, I think. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to separate something really quick. I think it was Sunday. And I mean, it's grown quite a bit. It's an easy pattern, and it's with Bernat blanket yarn, so it's not like it's, super complicated or anything, but I've stopped for lunch. Yay, I'm over house chores for now. Okay. Hold on. I'm just trying to count something really quick. Man, I just messed it up. I hate when I do that. Okay. So all right, hold on. Bear with me 1 second. I have to finish this. Hold on, I'm almost done. Okay. Ow. All right. Thank you for bearing with me. I appreciate it. And I think I just dropped something, but whatever. I don't care anymore. Okay, I do care. I shouldn't say that, but the blanket yarn should make up quickly, right? Yeah, it should. Yes. Okay, Evie, I completely understand. In case you leave without saying officially bye, unless this is your official bye. Sweet dreams. Thank you so much for having stopped by. I do appreciate it. It does work up quickly. My problem is I mean, not that I haven't had time. I mean, I have had time, but I had a doctor's appointment today, so I worked on it a little. Except then this idiot wasn't okay. I shouldn't call him an idiot, but he wasn't that far from me, and he just decided to start. Okay, didn't just decide, but he was coughing and sneezing. Okay, fine. I get it. But then he got up to go to the bathroom to get some paper towel or toilet paper to blow his nose. Instead of simply blowing his nose in the bathroom, he comes back out to the seat and takes his mask off and starts blowing his nose. And then he keeps his mask off while he continues to decide whether or not he needs to blow some more. So, I mean, it is what it is, and I'm not paranoid, but at the same time, I was just like, dude, seriously, just anyway. But So I was like, you know what? I just closed up the project bag and I was like, no, I'm done, whatever. Cause I had gotten there. I was the first appointment for one of the providers. They have like several providers, but I was the first appointment for the one provider. That was the other thing. They didn't call me back until 8:25. My appointment was at 8. I was there at 7:30. Waiting outside. I was the first one that checked in, the first one that signed in, first person that got checked in, and yet he wasn't ready until, oh no, they called me back at 8:25, but he wasn't ready until like 8:35 or something. And I was like, seriously? And they had called in several people and they had already left before I was even called back. But okay, that's a whole separate thing. So again, I'm not paranoid, but sometimes it just bugs me. Oh, that hurt. And I apologize if I sound mean, crude, whatever the case is, but it is what it is. So I didn't really get a chance to work on it a lot, but the other thing is I have loosened my stitch a lot, but I loosened it for like 2 rows before the one I'm working on now more, so it kind of like stretches in the center more than it does like everything below it. So I've been trying to tighten it back up so that it would kind of like even out. But because it's a front loop, back loop, sometimes I have to, it takes me a second to get into the back loop or the front loop. So it just, I don't know. Plus, I don't know why, but crochet hasn't really been, I don't need to count the stitches on here, but I do. But right now I can at least, oh, that hurts. I can wait until I get to the end and then I'll count them just to make sure I have the right amount of stitches, versus having to count it like I like to while I'm going. But that I wouldn't be able to do it while talking to you guys. Like there, it sometimes it's harder for me to get into the stitch, and then sometimes the stitch ends up being looser. So then instead of it having like an obvious like hole in that spot, I go through and I pull the yarn like, okay, there's not really a big hole. I mean, you can see, well, you may not be able to see. I can see the holes looking through it to you guys. But like if there's a slightly larger hole under one of the stitches, I just kind of adjust the bottom stitch to kind of fill it in a little. And you're going to the doctor's when? Huh? I went this morning. But that was my regular monthly doctor that I have to go see. And it was a different PA. He was really nice. And the first time I had seen him, I guess he used to be there as a medical assistant, but then left and then decided to go back to school to be a PA or a physician's assistant. And then the doctors called him and said, hey, do you want to come back? So then he came back. But so it was a new person that I saw. So he kind of went over things a little bit more than the typical 2.5-minute appointment that I have. Okay, how are you? Great. Here, I'm calling. I sent the scripts to the doctor. Okay, thanks. See you next month. Type of a thing. But it's really important to you right now to stay away from, for yourself and your mom. You have the right to be annoyed at his behavior. Yeah, that's the main reason why I'm more annoyed now, is because I have to be careful with my mom, especially since she'll be restarting chemo in 2 weeks. Something like that. Actually, we're seeing the doctor next week to determine when, because the surgeon was like, I want, 5 to 6 weeks from surgery, but only if it isn't going to interfere and cause an issue with the chemo not having been restarted soon enough. If they feel it's necessary to restart at 4 weeks, that's fine. I'll sign off on it. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. So we're kind of hoping that the chemo doctor will be okay waiting at the very least until 5 weeks post-op. But that is the main reason why I am trying to be a little bit more I'm staying the same cautiousness wise because I've always just been diligent about it. But when that kind of thing happens, it just irritates me a little bit more because I do have to be careful. Epsom salt bath soak. If we didn't have one of those regular bathtubs that like would cover, because I mean, I'm not a little girl, so it'd cover like 3 inches of me, it makes it a lot harder. Although I have done it when necessary. I just would have to scrub the bathtub again, and that would hurt me more than anything. So what I think I may do is after the live is get the heating pad and put it on. I kind of alternate between heat and ice, which seems to help. And that's the other thing. What stitch are you using? I will tell you in 1 second. Remind me. Hugs and love to all getting tired. Good night, Barbara. Thank you so much for having been here and taking part. Thank you for being my next girl, woman. I don't want, yeah, I'm not trying to say that to offend. I'm trying to be cute about it. But thank you for doing the next for me. I do appreciate it. And have a great night, my friend. Can you do an Epsom salt bath for your pain? I just answered that one. Take care, Barbara. Alrighty, heading out. Have a great evening. Good night, Sarah. Thank you so much for having been here. I do appreciate it. I know you were lurking. Sweet dreams, my friend. Night, Barbara. Hope you have a lovely, restful slumber. Bye, Sarah. Hope we see you here next time. Wanda just threw yarn number 80 of your family. Wait, what? Wanda just threw yarn. Oh, you're telling Wanda you just threw yarn at her. Okay, sorry. Anyway, what was I saying? I will tell you the stitch, but what was I saying before that? Epsom. Oh, the guy. Okay, so 2 months ago, which would have been whatever it was my 2 appointments 2 times ago. I had seen a new PA than the one I normally see, and she had suggested an NSAID. I can't remember the name of it. It's a newer one. I totally have no idea what the name of it is. And she said she was going to call it into this different pharmacy that specializes in something, and that if it got approved, they'd call me and they would send it to me. It's like a mail away pharmacy. Okay, fine. So they had called, and which meant that it got approved, because they wouldn't have called had it not been approved. But I don't know if it was approved 100%. But they left me a message. This was around the time, I think, of my mom's first chemo. And so they had left a message. It couldn't have been. What the heck was going on then? Something was going on then. Or maybe it could have been like during my mom's recovery after the surgery in December. I can't remember. But anyway, they had left a message. I called back, left a message. They called back, left a message. So we were playing phone tag like 3 or 4 times. And then I forgot, because then my mom's chemo started and that didn't go well. And then my mom had the surgery, and, it was just one thing after another. So I forgot to call them back. So last month when I went in, I told the PA that, and she said, okay, no problem. I'll call it in again. Hopefully they'll give you a call. They never called me. I forgot. Again, my mom had surgery, whatever. So I forgot to follow up on it. So then when I saw the guy today, I said, I know she called it in the last 2 months, but they never called me last month, and I haven't had a chance to call them. So he's like, okay, well, in case you don't hear from them or it doesn't go through, whatever the case is, he's like, to start it off, I used to be on naproxen. That is what caused my mom to have her perforated ulcer. She had been on it for years, though, twice a day, whatever. Okay. I used to take it regularly. I haven't been taking it regularly. But he's like, listen, he goes, to get something on board heavy to start, do the max dose of 800 milligrams ibuprofen 3 times a day for 3 days. I was like, that's a lot of ibuprofen. He's like I said, it's the max dose 3 times a day for 3 days. Get it on board, and then you could go ahead and lower it however you want. I'm sorry, I'm not willing to do that much ibuprofen, even for 3 days. Sorry, I thought you missed it. What? Threw yarn at Leanne. Thank you, Nancy, for throwing yarn. I'm open. Nancy. You guys are so funny. Anyway, so I don't know. I also used to get a Musc relaxant, but with my insurance and what they will and won't cover and how much it is without, I can't get it. So I'm not getting that or another medication that's used for anxiety, however, also is used for muscle spasms. I'm not getting that either. So I need to, so that I can get those back on board. But I may just do, I think I still have some naproxen. I may just start it up twice a day again and see how that goes, if it helps at all. But the Epsom salt bath, I have done it a couple times. It hasn't really made a difference. But then again, those of you that know me know I have a very unique body, and things aren't normal. It's either opposite or takes a lot to do something or whatever. But yeah, it's just frustrating. Although I may decide, depending on how much I'm hurting, I may decide to just go ahead, scrub the tub again, and try it again and see what happens. Joshua, I did throw you over. You guys are so funny. But I told him, he's like, what's your pain level? Well, I never get lower than a 7 in a day. Never. I reserve 10 for post-op. But I never get below a 7 in a day. And I told him, I said, right now, because it was an early morning appointment, I said, right now, I'm probably like an 8, 8.5. I'm like, but then again, I am doing a lot more than I typically would, because I'm doing, stuff my mom can't. I'm bending a lot more because of, if she drops something, she can't pick it up right now because she's still healing, and she's still healing in her stomach and stuff. And he's like, well, stop bending as much. Thank you. That was an ingenious suggestion that he gave me. But I was like, well, that's a little bit easier said than done, but I will attempt to, although I've already been trying to not bend as much. So it is what it is. They want to try the spinal cord stimulator. I had the trial for it once before and it didn't work at all. But they're like, we want to go ahead and try it again. I just don't have enough time to be able to do it and to give it the chance that it needs, and then to actually have the surgery to do the actual one. And they want to do the one that you have to charge. No. Can't remember if they want to do the one that I would have to charge, which anyone I know that has one that they have to charge says it's a pain in the tuchus to get it to, yeah, whatever. I'm like, I don't have time to sit and be plugged into the wall. Okay, that's an exaggeration a little bit, but, and they're like, well, the other options are where you have one, but you have to get it, replaced every 3 to 5 years. 3 to something, I can't remember, something like that. Because the battery's going to die, but I don't know. Hey, Lisa, welcome back. How are you? Really, Mr. Obvious, and he has a degree. I know, right? I mean, when he said it, well, try to stop bending as much. Gee, I didn't think of that. I just told you that that's one of the reasons why I'm in an increased amount of pain, but I thought I'd bend more. I kind of looked at it when he said that. I was like, okay. It just irritated me. But 4 years, something else. Hi, Lisa, welcome back. We were at the ER at the VA for 6 hours. Oh, you poor thing. I don't know if I knew about that. Did I know about that? I don't think I knew about that. I hope everything's okay. I mean, you guys are back, so I'm hoping you're okay, or everything is okay. See, this is my problem. When I start talking, I'm not like trying to crochet, and then see, my stitches are looser, but they are definitely tighter than I was wanting them necessarily. But I need to try to keep the tension the same, though, because that's where my problem is. Oh, that I was also starting to say that crochet hasn't really been calling my name. Knitting has, but I haven't actually. I've been looking at patterns and I've been going through some tutorials and stuff, deciding what, if anything, I was wanting to do. But crochet, however, I really want to do this for my mom. So I'm waiting for the other 3 balls of blanket yarn to get here. But I still have this one to work on as well as one more. So, no. Oh, stitch. Wanda, you asked what the stitch. Thank you, Nancy. The stitch. Me too. I have a hard time talking or crocheting. Yeah, I know. It's just like, it's like I gotta stop. I gotta focus on what I'm saying. My spouse has had pain shooting in the left arm and hand going numb for about a week and did not tell me. Oh no. How did everything go? I'm praying that he's home with you. Or I shouldn't have assumed him. I apologize, but I hope your spouse is home with you and that they figured out what it was. That's what happened. Okay, I'm not even gonna get into that. That doesn't need to come up right now. But anyway, the stitch. It's a tutorial that I found on YouTube by really by Crochet Dreams with a Z. It says it's a 4-hour crochet blanket, but it's for a baby blanket that's not significantly, but smaller than this one. And also when you have time to sit there for 4 hours and actually crochet, which I do not. But it's basically you chain an even chain or even numbered chain, and then the first row, and then you half double into the third stitch, I think. I can't remember, all the way down, and then the next row you chain 1, turn, you do a half double crochet into the full stitch, like both strands of the first stitch, and then you half double into the back loop and then front loop, back loop, front loop until you get all the way across, and then you go all the way across, and then the last 2 stitches are half double into the back loop, and then you do a half double into the full stitch, and then you chain 1, turn, and then go back and do the same thing. So it's a relatively easy pattern. No, it is a muscle thing. They think going back on 25th, came home with Motrin 800 and sling. I hope that helps, and I hope that that's what it is. If I took that much ibuprofen, I would get a kidney stone. No, thank you. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I'm prone to kidney stones. You guys know that. I get kidney stones all the time. So, and I live in the kidney stone belt. It's Florida. I haven't been drinking as much as I normally do, so I'm sure I can get dehydrated at times, which is when I end up having problems with it again. So, yeah. I'm like 800 milligrams 3 times a day. You're crazy. That's not happening. But the military cure-all. Yeah, maybe you could share the link on your Facebook page after the live. There's some interest in the pattern. Yeah. Actually, let me do it now because I'll forget. Share your groups. My group never comes up. I'm like, seriously? That's like, whatever. Anyway, okay. Here's the pattern. Not lattern, pattern for the blanket I'm working on for my mom. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Love you guys. All right. So I just posted it to my Facebook group. Leanne, if you can share my link, that would be awesome. Oh no, I just post stuff down. Oh well. My skin is so dry. That's the other thing. My skin is still so dry and catching on everything, but it doesn't catch on baby blanket yarn. So that makes me happy. Thanks. You're welcome. Hi, Natalie. Hey, Sin, welcome. How are you? Do you need the link, Natalie? Sorry, but I'm going to try and get some sleep. No problem, Nancy. Thank you so much for the super chat or the super sticker. Have a great night. Thank you so much for having stopped by. I do appreciate it, my friend. Love, hugs, and prayers to you. Good night, Nancy. Take care, Nancy. Good night, Nancy. Catch you next time or in the Facebook group. Here's the link. Thank you so much for sharing the link to my Facebook group. Feel free to go ahead and join if you're not already joined. It's 3 simple questions and just agreeing to the rules, which are just basic rules that I think every group that's out there has. But I just got the notification for my video. Oh, for the post. Okay. Okay. So yeah. I don't know what I was talking about before that, but anyway, I have noticed that when I work in the front loop, that's typically where I have the largest hole that shows up. And again, I was going to do I guess it's a puff with blanket. It was going to be, I forget what the chain would have been and whatever, but it would have been 3 double crochets together and then chain and then 3 double. I think it was a Melanie Ham. Melanie Ham had one that I did on a baby blanket once, and then I think that was the pattern, or it was the Crochet Crowd. I can't remember. One of their patterns I did for my aunt's blanket that I made for after she was diagnosed with breast cancer 7 or 8 years ago. My aunt, who inspired me to start my business. But like I was mentioning earlier, back then my tension was really, really tight, like Hulk, like tighter than Hulk grip. But now I've learned to loosen my tension a bit. Although right now I don't think I'm staying even in this blanket. It's driving me crazy. But so that one wasn't, my aunt wasn't as holy. But when I tried to do the same pattern for my mom, because she really liked that one, although it was also a variegated Bernat blanket yarn, so it was busier, so you didn't necessarily see the holes as much. This one turned out to be way holy, and she was like, I don't want it that holy. I'd rather it to be a little bit tighter. So that's when I kept looking for a pattern. I could have just whipped something up myself, but I just needed something brainless. So that's how I found this pattern, and I really like it. I mean, this is the right side, and I like the the ridges that it makes doing the front and back loops. And she's loving it, and every time she sees it, she's like, oh, that's so soft. I was like, okay, good, because she's already sensitive to materials. So I'm going to go to have to finish 2 baby blankets. Okay, Wanda, no problem. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Congratulations for winning the time trivia. And sweet dreams, my friend. We'll talk later. Hugs and kisses and love you guys. Love you too. Hugs and kisses back and prayers. So yeah, but all of a sudden I'm like itching everywhere. What the heck? That was a hell turned into a heck at the last second. But yeah. So anyway, like I said, if there is a hole that is unevenly larger, like there's one right there, I just go ahead and I just kind of pull the stitch underneath it a little bit, and it kind of closes it up. Voila. But so yeah. And then at some point I'll finish the other blanket I'd started for her, not last Christmas, but the Christmas before. That one was going to be more decorative anyway. Well, no, it wasn't. It would have been something she would have used on top of her sheet, like in bed, if she needed it. But yeah, even though the stitch is easy, it was the Speedy Granny Ruth or something by Krista at the Secret Yarnery. Even though the pattern is a quick, like it's an easy stitch, it was time consuming because I was changing colors. Was it every row or every 2 rows? And yeah, that was just, and plus I have 85 million ends, and you all know how I feel about ends. I hate sewing in ends. I I wove them in. I mean, I worked them in pretty well that I feel confident that I could cut them and they wouldn't work themselves out. But at the same time, I don't want to take that chance. So yeah. Oh my God, I've not stopped with the itching. Oh, you poor thing. Yeah, I can't even imagine. Bedtime for me. Trazodone is making me yawn. Now, hugs and love, all sweet dreams. Good night, Kathy. Hugs to you, my friend. Sweet dreams. And thank you so much for having stopped by. I do appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and a great day tomorrow. Love you all. I'm fading. Take care, everyone. I'll keep you playing. Thank you for keeping me playing, Doris. Sweet dreams, my friend. Everybody's leaving me. What the heck? Am I that boring? Whatever. See if I care. No, I'm kidding. Sweet dreams, love, hugs, and prayers to you too. Night, Doris. Good night to those leaving. Sleep well. And remember, if you guys haven't hit the thumbs up button, if you wouldn't mind doing so, I would greatly appreciate it. And right now, I don't have a project bag big enough that's not being used. Actually, I only have one bag that would even be big enough for this, and it's like full. So I'm using a brown paper bag from Trader Joe's or Earth Fare or Earth Fare. Yeah. All right. So I don't know who's left. Do you guys want to play regular trivia, 80s and 90s? You want to just hang out and crochet? You guys tell me what you want to do. Miley says hi, invite her peeps. She keeps like through her nose. I'm here but eating finally. Awesome. I'm happy you're eating. Is your spouse back home with you? Oh yeah, you said they were. Okay. Well, I'll say extra prayers that it is just muscular and that they figure out or do whatever it is that they feel needs to be done. Yeah, my frustration, like especially when you mentioned what they gave for pain, I get the whole opioid issue, but there are certain categories of patients that are supposed to be exempt from the guidelines. Cancer patients are one of them. Here, evidently, is not the case. And I'm very frustrated with that because, hi, Miley. I'm happy to hang out while you get a little done. And you're like, okay, sounds good. Because with the pain that not only the chemo drugs do, but then like the Neulasta shot, which causes your bone marrow to work in overdrive, which basically exacerbates bone pain like to the extreme. To simply prescribe Tylenol and ibuprofen, which now my mom can't even take ibuprofen, or any kind of she could take a COX-2 inhibitor for inflammation, but right now she's having to take something else that could cause problems with the stomach, which we're trying to be very careful about because she just had the surgery. But it just irritates me that even for someone who's only asking for something for like 3 to 5 days of the initial after the initial treatment, the fact that they're not willing to write something, even though she absolutely has a documented history of like barely ever feeling anything. And or want to send a patient to pain management to get a 3-day script is just absolutely absurd to me. But what do I know? Because the bad guys are still getting their stuff and they always will. So it's like, I don't know. Okay, I'm done with that because I don't like talking about those kinds of things on my channel. But sometimes I just get so beyond frustrated that I can't help but say something. So what are you guys all, whoever's left or that wants to answer, what are you guys working on? And I'm hoping I haven't missed a stitch and that I'm not doing it too tightly, because right now I feel like it may be like way tighter than I had started it out as. I had started it out a bit looser and then I got really loose, like while I was at the doctor's, because I was standing up waiting outside their door before they opened. And I was standing and working on it. So the tension had changed and I was much looser on it. And then I was like, wait a minute, I got to tighten this back up. And so then I started to tighten it, but now I think I've like really tightened it and it's frustrating me. What is funny is she has back pain all the time, so there is a supply of stronger pain meds here at the house already. Yeah, I live in chronic pain, and chronic pain patients are another group of patients. And it's supposed to be an individual conversation between patient and doctor, not a blanket, this is all we're going to do for everybody. That's not how, that doesn't work. And cancer patients are supposed to be completely exempt because there are times when there's just no limit to what they would need to take to be able to help. And even that sometimes doesn't help. And when they sent, when they said, oh, just take Tylenol and ibuprofen for this, I mean, the agony she was in. My mom lives in pain every day. She just does. She doesn't complain. She barely takes anything because she doesn't like having to take anything. And then the pain she was in, she was writhing in pain for like 2 or 3 days. So bad she could barely walk the 15 feet to her bathroom. Oh, sorry. Just take Tylenol. What the hell is wrong with you? I mean, I don't want to have to wish anybody that is a cancer patient doctor to have gone through it themselves, but sometimes that's what it takes for somebody to be able to understand what it is that patients are going through. I'm not saying it because I want the meds. I mean, hello, it's for her, and it's just for like 3 to 5 days during the most horrible part of right after chemo, and it just irritates the heck out of me. I'm here listening, knitting sweater with cabled. Oh, cool. Cabled yarn inspirations pattern. Awesome. I'm working on the millipede from the Projectarian. Got it. First time cables on sweater for me. Oh, wow. Prayers for her healing. Are you talking about my mom or Lisa's spouse? Yeah, I don't know. That's a subject that really pisses me off, and I have huge opinions about, because I don't know. I'm working on one of the more complicated blanket patterns for me. It's been a frustrating beginning, but I think now I'm 40 rows in, I might have it. Thank you, Zara. Leanne, you're so funny. Yeah, I think you probably got it too. The only thing, it's really weird because sometimes it's hard for me to tell if I only got one of the strands of the blanket yarn. And if I got the right one, if I got the right, I don't know. But I'm just grateful that right now I'm not crocheting super tight because my hands couldn't handle it. Although I do typically end up being tighter with thicker yarn than I tend to be with thinner yarn. Although lately it's been reversed. And it sucks because when I'm doing the stuffies, I need to be like super tight, but then my hands are hurting so bad and I end up not, and whatever. Hold on, I know somebody just said something and I am missing a stitch. There we go. All right, now I got to count my stitches, make sure I didn't miss anything. Prayers for everyone in need. Thank you, Zara. You go right ahead, Natalie. We are here to support you just as you do us. That's terrible that you and your mom are going through this. Yeah, I know. Looks like you're crocheting tightly. Oh, this is loose for me, but I normally crochet. Bleh. I normally crochet with a Hulk grip. You guys can still see me, right? Because the light just turned off. I'm counting quietly so I don't mess up your counting too. So give me 1 second. Uh-oh, almost fell off. Hold on. Yeah, I got it right. Right, Zara. Sorry, Zara. I'm getting your name wrong. Oh, son of a biscuit. I had something that I wanted to tell you guys. What was it? Oh, and that's the other thing. When I started the other pattern that I originally wanted to do, that I did for my aunt, that my mom really liked, when I started it, I went ahead and I did, what was my chain count? My chain count was 104 or something. It also had to be an even number. And I got it to 51 inch, 53 inch, 51 inches, something like that. Maybe it wasn't 100, and it may have been 102, I think. And I think I got it to like 51 inches. And I had asked my mom, because she has a little throw kind of, sort of, but it's really light. And so I measured the width of it, and it was like 43 inches. And I said, this one, the way I have it measured out, is like 51 or 52 inches. And she's like, yeah, that should be no problem. I said, okay. So I went ahead and I started it. And after working like the first 2 rows, I think it had gone down to like 50 inches maybe. And I know that that's how it works, at least, I mean, I'm guessing for everybody, but for me. So then when she said, yeah, that's a little bit too holy, and then I found this pattern, I think I only did, why would I have done that? Especially since, no, because I increased the hook. That's what it was. I went from an 8mm to a 10mm. And so I went ahead and I did a chain of 90, and I measured it, and it was 50 inches, I think. But then I went ahead and I worked the first row, and then I did the second row. And I know that when I do the chain, I typically would wait to measure it until I at least did the first row. But I didn't. I went ahead, I did the chain, I measured the chain, but then I went ahead and I did the first couple rows, and I should have measured it before. That's what it was. I think I did the first like 5 rows, and then I went ahead and I measured it again, and I should have measured it sooner, because it shrunk down to 47 inches, 46 and a half inches, 47 inches, something like that. And I was really wanting to keep it at about 50, but I had gotten pretty decently into it, and I was like, okay. So I was like, Mom, seriously, I didn't tell her what the width was. I said, please check it. See, will this be, wide enough, or is this, wide enough, and whatever. And she's like, yeah, absolutely. It's fine. I said, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. And I said, okay, good, because it's only like 46 or 47 inches now. And she was like, that's okay. She goes, no problem. So I'm figuring, since it's at least 3 to 4 inches wider than the one that she's slept on. I know. I think I've only put a border on one blanket because she's not into borders and I'm really not either. But I may just do like a single crochet all the way around or something simple, because she would not want anything more than that. But it also depends if I have enough yarn. So I'm like, we're going to play it by ear. But yes, that I can do that, because I could even maybe do 2 rows of single crochet around. And that would give me at least something extra. So yeah, but I am loving it. I mean, it is relatively fast. I mean, I think I only had like 20 stitches across. Okay, granted, I could have done it a lot faster if I wasn't trying to think, crochet, and talk. I could have done it faster, but I have been doing it a little bit tighter, so trying to get into the stitch. And that's the thing, it's so much looser than I used to ever be, but yet it's still tight, and not super tight. It's not, it's not like crazy tight, but and that's the other thing. Right now, thankfully, this is from my mom, because Miley's all over it. But she doesn't mind that, because that's her pumpkin. But uh-oh, did I do it into the right stitch? No, not. Wait. I should probably use the neck light. And that's the other thing. I've been wanting to work on it at night. Why do these stitches look messed up? That's the other thing. My stitches have been looking not clean, like clear, like clean cut. They've been, that's why I'm always second guessing where it is I'm working. Okay. The light's not good right now, and I think that's messing with me a bit, but I don't want to use my neck light because it'll probably blind you guys. Wow, my stitches really look messed up. There we go. All right, I found it. Also, my eyes have been really messed up. I've told you guys I need to get new glasses, but I'm getting close to when our next annual appointment would be. So I'm like, do I really want to get glasses to find out that my eyes have gotten that much worse that I need to get another script? I don't want to do that. But we're debating on whether or not to switch doctors, even though our guy is not just like our basic ophthalmologist. He's got advanced training. We really are starting to wonder if he is actually going above and beyond. I mean, he was the one that noticed that I had a freckle in my eye, which he scared the hell out of me when he first told me about it. It was when I first started dating my ex-fiance, and he was like talking about how I could potentially lose my eye and all this other stuff. And I'm like, first it was I could possibly lose my vision, and he wanted me to see a specialist, and this, that, and the other. And I couldn't believe that my ex-fiance, I think we had been together like maybe 2-3 weeks. He was like, I'll be there with you no matter what, and this, that. So I was happy about that. And as it turns out, he ended up being anyway, I won't get into that. But yeah, it ended up being nothing too concerning. And as it turns out, it's almost, that's the thing I don't understand. He said it was like basically he thinks now that what he thought and what the specialist thought was a freckle was it was just a shadow of the start of a cataract that I have. And I'm like, okay, you and a specialist, after doing a ton of tests and a ton of money later, both agreed that it was this freckle. I think that's what he called it. I think he called it a freckle. And I'm like, and now you're trying to tell me, oh, it's just the shadow of the start of a cataract? What? I don't know. See, look at that. And see, I'm starting to do it looser right now. And now the holes are getting bigger. And now I have to fix it. I mean, I can easily disappear the hole, but yeah. Oh, so you all know I do Uber Eats or Uber Eats deliveries, food deliveries. Okay, that's nice. But considering the fact that I spent $8 for 1.96 gallons, 1.926 gallons, I spent $8 on. I'm like, oh, okay. So Uber sent out a thing, and I think it's also for drivers, that per delivery or per ride, they're going to charge the customer an additional 50 cents, and then the Uber person will get 40 cents of it, not per mile, but will get 40 cents per trip. Okay. Well, I more often than not end up having trips that are anywhere from from pickup at the restaurant. I'm not talking about the driving around that I do while I'm waiting to get a call, because that's the only way I will regularly get calls versus sitting in a parking lot and waiting. Once I get to the restaurant and then have to deliver, I've had it anywhere from about 2 miles from the restaurant to 20 miles. And that will sometimes will include a toll or whatever, which they also reimburse. But I'm like, okay, so if I get a delivery that's going to take me 20 miles and I'm going to get 40 cents on that, that's just what? No, that doesn't compute. So I'm like, what I'm basically going to be making, I'm going to have to be putting into my car for gas. So is it something I want to do because I'm wear and tear on the car, gas? Yes, I'm out and about, but they do have right now, and I think I have until today, the 16th. Sorry, I got very thirsty. They have this thing, they have 3 different levels of guarantees that they have, where they say, okay, so the highest guarantee is X amount of dollars, let's say. So you have 2 weeks to do 135 deliveries, and then you will guaranteed get X amount of money. And they're saying that it would be an average of 20 hours a week to reach this 135 deliveries. Okay. Well, typically when I sign on, I'm on for at least 3 to 5 hours. They used to do incentives where if within a 4-hour period during the busiest lunch or dinner times, if you did 10 deliveries, let's say, they would give you an additional, like if you did 4 of the 10, you'll get an extra $2. And if you do 6 of the 10, they'll give you an extra $5. But if you do the whole 10 or 12 deliveries in this 4-hour period, they would give you, I don't know, anywhere from, let's say, $10 to $40, depending on the time of year or if there's a holiday or whatever. It can vary drastically, but they would give you an incentive in a 4-hour period. If sometimes it's been as high as, I think, 15 deliveries, and that's what they started doing like towards like the latter part of the last like year and a half. Now they don't do them at all. They don't do those incentives at all, which sucks because they really helped. Because if you don't get tipped, you don't really make much. And knock on wood, I don't know if it's because of my ratings, which were falsely lowered because of a liar. But the different like badges I've gotten, I don't know what the reasoning is, but again, knock on wood, I'm pretty lucky when it comes to tips. But if in a 4-hour period, the incentive is to get 10 deliveries, okay, so in a average 20-hour a week, they're figuring what, 135. Am I boring you guys? You probably could care less about this, but 135 divided by 2, that's 67 and a half. Okay, 68. Let's say 67. I like odd numbers. 67 deliveries they're saying to reach 135 deliveries in 2 weeks, that would be an average of 20 hours a week. Okay, so they're saying that in 20 hours, I should realistically be able to get 67 deliveries. However, when they used to do the massive incentives, in 4 hours, I was only able to maybe get 10 deliveries. Okay, so that would be 20 deliveries in a 20-hour. No, that was on 4-8. That would be about 50 deliveries. Well, there were so many times I wasn't able to reach it because I'd be picking up here and I'd be delivering 22 miles away, but then I'd have to come all the way back here because that's where the next the pickup was, to then have to take it again all the way back down to deliver it. Okay, so sometimes I would maybe average 1 delivery an hour. So I'm like, okay, it'd be nice to go ahead and get that guarantee, but even with the lowest guarantee that they had for a couple $100, it was still in the 2-week period. I think it was like 40 deliveries, maybe. That would be more doable, but the amount you would be getting is so low that it just doesn't justify. I mean, and what they're doing is if you reach that amount of deliveries in that 14-day period, if you don't reach whatever the guaranteed amount is, they will guarantee that you get that amount. My hope would be that I'd actually make more than that on my own because of tips and stuff, but my concern is not being able to reach that limit. I don't know that it would look bad on me necessarily if I took that challenge and didn't make it, but in my own head, it would bug the crap out of me. And then right now with everything going on, it's not like I don't know that I would have enough time every day to be able to go out, to be able to do it. And then I don't know. See, I'm my own worst enemy because I'm very hard on myself, because if I've put myself to a challenge or if I've accepted a challenge, I do everything in my power to actually meet the challenge. And with all the stress and everything that's already going on, I'm like, do I really need that? But yet at the same time, I really need that money so that I can pay my bills. I'm already having to not barter, but I'm already having to finagle or have conversations with creditors to be able to, work something out. But I'm like, I don't know. It's a frustrating thing because the gas prices I know are although they have gone down, I think I was seeing $4.25 today. Sam's Club was down to $4.15 because they're always lower than everywhere else if you have a membership. I think I was seeing $4.25, which we have already been up to $4.49 in some stations, $4.39 in most stations. So it has gone down, but it's still, I used to be able to fill my car for let's say when it was the least expensive in the last 4 or 6 years, let's say, I used to be able to fill my car up for like $24, $23 to $24. Now, when it was $4.39, it's costing me $48 to $50 to fill up my car. I'm like, that is so absurd. So now anytime I pass by Sam's Club or whatever, I'll just top it off. That's why I only got less than 2 gallons today, because that's all I needed to fill my tank up. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure which way to go, because I have to make money. But at the same time, I can't have like even a work at home job that has a specific schedule, because I don't know, for this 2 weeks, sure, no problem. I'd be able to do it probably without too many issues, but no, because we have several doctor's appointments and stuff. And then the next chemo is going to start. And even though we're going to talk to them about adjusting the levels, she's likely going to still have certain effects. And so it's kind of like a double-edged sword. I mean, I'm beyond grateful that neither one of us are working at the office or working at all anymore, or right now. And that I've been able to be here for her, but that tastes weird. I don't know what it is about it, but it tastes weird. Everybody's so quiet. I probably lulled you guys into sleep or something. I know you guys are working. I wasn't crocheting this last a little bit, but oh shoot, tomorrow's Wednesday. Do we have something going on? Or not tomorrow. Today is Wednesday. I don't think we have anything going on, but I'm hoping to be able to record a video. And for those of you, oh my gosh, that just hurt. I just leaned over enough and my lower back just cracked, which felt good, but also hurt at the same time. You're putting laundry away. Okay, cool. For those of you that follow my Empty Your Closet for Miley, I know that I started that with the intention of, and I so was wanting to do the pet walk next month, but I'm not going to be able to. And that makes me so sad. You have no idea. But I'm knitting, but counting. So listening, I'm very much here. Okay, no problem, Zara. Excuse me. Those of you, I know I started my Empty Your Closet for Miley with every intention of going full force forward. But then everything happened with my mom, with the cancer and the surgery, and then this and the that and the whatever. And I do still have that $18 money order that I had collected from my special live that I did on this channel. It's in my purse. I've tried to be in contact with them, but either they didn't call me back or this, that, and then other things, because I want to be able to drop it off. But by doing a video showing that I handed it off to somebody, well, they only have certain people that are willing to be on camera. So I'm like, okay, so that kind of limits the time and the days and the this and the that and the, and with everything going on with my mom and it just hasn't worked out. But my trunk has all the stuff that I showed on that last video on that channel. I just need to be able to drop it off. So I'm hoping that today, I can't remember if somebody's going to be there for the drop off of the money order, but I'm hoping that it'll work out where today or tomorrow I'll be able to do a video of myself talking to you guys while I drive to the SPCA. And then that somebody's there for me to be able to record handing off the money order. And I laughed with them because I said, I know it seems like I'm making this huge deal and like I have this huge money order. It's only for $18, but it's still $18. And, I'm wanting and needing to be fully transparent. So I need to be able to record my dropping it off and whatever. So I'm hoping it works out that either today or maybe Thursday, I'll be able to do that video. But I also have a video that would typically be my small online business Wednesday video, because a small business that I've introduced you guys to at least twice before because I've gotten her stitch markers. It's Ann Tudor. She does the hand blown stitch markers. I absolutely love her work and would buy all of her, well, maybe not all, but many of her stitch markers. However, they're hand blown, so they're more expensive than the average stitch markers. And she does monthly ones, and they're sometimes themed and all this other stuff. But she did one in support of Ukraine, and I'm so beyond grateful to all these businesses that are popping up and doing something, and either donating a portion of, or simply making stuff to bring awareness to Ukraine, or stuff like that. And crap, I had something that I wanted to say specifically about that, but oh, and the other way to support Ukrainians or is by actually like buying digital files and stuff, like patterns and stuff from Ukraine, shops based in Ukraine, like on Etsy, because the shop owner doesn't have to deal with shipping anything. They don't have to manage their website. They can just simply get the funds. And it really does help the shop owners in Ukraine. And there was a small business that was promoting that and saying this is a great way to be able to help get money into the pot, because right now Ukraine is shut down. Like, I couldn't send a check or money order or cashier's check or anything directly to my cousin personally or privately. They're not accepting funds that way. You either have to do it through an organization, or some people are renting Airbnbs, but not actually having the people stay there. They're just getting the money for the rental. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, Ann Tudor did, for the month of March, her monthly stitch marker was the sunflower, which is the state flower for Ukraine. Not state flower, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, it was gorgeous. And so I reached out to her and I said, thank you. I've reached out to many different businesses, not to get something, just thanking them for making something and sending, part of it, or part of the proceeds, and donating it to Ukraine. And so I thanked her. She was one of the businesses I thanked. And I said, as soon as I'm able to, I'm going to go ahead and grab one. And, which I was sincerely meaning. And I did not insinuate, I did not suggest, I was very careful not to imply that I was hoping anybody would send me something, because that's not, you all know that's not, that's not something I would expect. I mean, if somebody wants to, that, if I buy something and they want to send something extra for a giveaway, or they send me something extra, that's up to them. But I want to do my part by supporting them by actually getting something. But I was, very careful in the way I worded it, and I thanked her. But the next thing I know, I get a package from her. So I emailed her and I said, Ann, what did you do? I did not ask you to send me anything. And she just sent me back a heart and a flower or something emoji. And I was like, really? So I am going to feature her again, because it's been a long time since I did feature her as a small business, so that I can maybe get her some traffic. But I have hair all over me. And since there's only a select few of you in here, my mom has lost, like, I'm going to say 2/3 of her hair just from the first treatment. I know she's frustrated about it, but Layla and Mia and much more. For the life of me, I cannot remember who it is that's actually here, and I didn't write it on my yes, I did. On the back, Arnie. Haha, I did write it, but it was on the back of my a separate note that I had up here. Hi, Arnie. Welcome. How are you? I've been pretty sick for a bit, so I'm grateful to be getting back to some normal. My hubby tries so hard, but yeah, I know. And I'm glad you're trying to get back to normal. Natalie, you're very sweet. Thank you, Zara. She will get through this. Prayers for Mom. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Yes, you got it. Thank you. So anyway, I'm very excited to open the stitch marker because I love her stitch markers. I would love to learn how to hand blow glass. I think that would be amazing. And the detail work on this particular sunflower that she did. My mom was like, she hand blew that, and I was like, yeah. And she has like a ton that were purchased that she made. And I just so appreciate all these shops that are doing it. I'll wait for the video. Yeah, I'm not opening it on camera today because I want to be able to do, I haven't recorded the video and I want to be able to do the video. Oh yeah, if you guys, well, I mean, I think anybody that's here right now probably has, but if you haven't entered my birthday month giveaway, make sure to do so because it ends on the 21st. The link is in the description box of this video. I'm doing okay, but dealing with a UTI. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. I hate UTIs. They really suck. Really, really suck. I hope I hope you start feeling better soon. But anyway, so, and I will have, from Craig with Universe. I don't know if I'm going to do it as simply Happy Mail because I featured him several times. He's the one that has the pun pins that I love, that I've gotten a bunch of. He also did an acrylic pin on behalf of Ukraine, and 2 pounds of, I think they were 7 pounds a piece. Of the 7 pounds, 2 pounds were being donated to Ukraine. And I should be getting 2 of those, which that was a whole nother thing. But I'll probably just do that as a Happy Mail, I think, because like I said, I have featured him multiple times. And he is one of the ones that's doing, he's part of the my giveaway, my birthday month giveaway. He's donating 4 pun stickers. But yeah, so the lighting in here sucks for crochet with the darker yarn. I mean, it's not dark, but it's darker. Anyway, so I'm really excited about seeing what Anne's stitch marker looks like in person, because online it's absolutely stunning. I just wish there was more that we could do for our family that's over there, because they don't have a way to get out of Ukraine. And they used to live in an apartment complex, but a lot of like larger apartment complexes were actually being targeted by Russia and blown up. So her brother, I think, moved her to, she's 83, 80 something, moved her to a house in one of the smaller villages. And I mean, they all moved, but he and I can't remember how the relationship, how our like family relations are with them, like second cousin, whatever. But the rest of the family, they're working as much as they can, or helping out when necessary. And so she's oftentimes home alone at night. And I guess a mortar was dropped. Holy crap! On the 2 rows that I've been working on since on here, I'm having so many more holes. What is going on? Anyway, a mortar had been dropped like 5 miles from. I thought it was from their apartment complex, but it was to the. Oh no! What did I just do? I hope I didn't just mess that up. Was dropped like 5 miles from their house, or the house now. And at night she gets, kind of scared because she's sometimes home alone and they can't get out of the country. And how did this is a messed up. This stitch doesn't look right. Did I do something? What the heck did I do? I mean, it looks right, but it doesn't look right at the same time. It looks like I hope I did the right stitch. Man, there are too many holes there. Ay, this is frustrating me. They are safe. Natalie, prayers for them too. I mean, relatively, I suppose. They, the way she's thinking right now is, she's praying that they survive, but if they don't, then it was obviously their time to go. But I know so many other countries deal with, bombs and stuff dropping all the time. I couldn't live like that, but she's like, what else are we going to do? We can't leave. They really don't have money. And she's like, just have to pray. I mean, basically, is all it is. Wow, these stitches are really loose right there. Ay, ay, ay. For all in Ukraine, my heart goes out to them. Thank you so much, Leanne. Yeah, and we have friends out there also. I am happy that my one friend was reunited with his wife and kids, so that was a good thing. I don't know if they decided to stay or if they were going to be leaving. His profession leaves it unsafe for him, so I don't know. I know the whole thing is just very frustrating, but let's not talk about that anymore. Um, only reason I brought it up is because I was excited about the Ann Tudor thing and the fact that she was doing something to help support. But oh my gosh, I'm sad beyond belief. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you guys. But yeah, it's a scary thing. I mean, and the fact that so many daycares were being targeted and orphanages were being targeted. What? It's not like military installations or airports or anything like that. They're bombing apartment complexes. So many places that we visited and the 3 times that we went out there over like 5 years are gone. Um, and they're residential areas. I mean, who does that? And the thing is everybody is fighting. Women holding their hand. They have machine guns in one hand and holding their baby's hand with the other hand. Um, 80-year-olds that are wanting to join the fight, and they're like, I packed some sandwiches for myself, and if anybody needs them, but I want to fight. Ukrainians, as a general rule, are very strong people. I'm not saying that because I happen to be Ukrainian. They are a very strong people, and we are very proud of the country. But here's the thing. Russians know that if there are, whether it's Ukrainian military or, whatever, they will, instead of being shot, will give up. And they know that they have like I can't remember if it's a tank or something, it's a gas something. They puncture a hole in it, they raise their hands, they say, we surrender. The Ukrainians don't try to go turn around and kill them like the Russians have done. They say, okay, they strip them of their weapons and everything else. They feed them, they clothe them, they give them shelter and allow them to call their family back in Russia to let them know where they are. I mean, really? These are the types of, because the thing is the people in Russia are being told that the Ukrainians are wanting this. They're wanting to denazify the country, and this was all, something planned and wanted and whatever. Well, now they're finding out the true story when their family calls them to tell them this is where we are, this is what's going on, whatever, because Russia is basically told what the government wants them to be told. And they're very much into propaganda. But yeah, it's I don't know. But it definitely makes my mom, it's definitely been affecting my mom, and with everything else that she's dealing with, having to also be thinking about this all the time is hard. Yes, I've seen many different lovely people doing what they can to aid in any small way. Yes, absolutely. Humans, they show us humanity. Yep, exactly. Um, but I know my friend, my one friend in particular, his mom has been, you know, so worried, and I haven't heard an update, so I'm hoping they got out of the country at the very least, or I know they were in a bomb shelter for a little bit, but um, it's just so sad, all that's being destroyed versus what would typically be getting taken out. Um, but when you're dealing with, okay, I'm not going to get into all of it because I don't want to end up getting demonetized or to having, whatever, but it is what it is. So, what else is up with you guys? You guys have anything going on? How do you feel about daylight savings? Did you guys have to turn your clocks back? I know we did. I hated losing an hour, but it is what it is. I think that was all started by farmers, wasn't it? So that they had more daylight or something. Oh, shoot, I hate that when that happens because um, sorry, I'm trying to make these holes not quite as obvious. Although it is pretty hole. I mean, it's not too bad. You can't really see my fingers. It's not too bad holy, but there are like here. It's like a really big hole. Oh, so frustrating. I was up still when the time changed. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, last night I got like no sleep because I had a super early appointment, so I knew I had to be up early. So I kept getting up thinking I overslept and then didn't want to fall asleep so that I didn't oversleep. And then I finally, I think, got up at like 5. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. But yeah, I mean, I know the time change happened Saturday into Sunday, but I prefer the fall one when we gain an hour. I mean, who doesn't? But um, now that I'm not working, it's not quite as big of a deal, but I definitely end up feeling it. And of course, Miley's like, I don't care that the time changed. It's still this time in my belly, so let's go. Although she eats her primary, I mean, she eats her food at night. She even if I gave her food during the day, she wouldn't eat it in her bowl. She gets half of a hard boiled egg in the morning, and then a small piece of no salt turkey in the evening. Wait a minute. Which way did I just go? Was that the back loop? Yeah. Um, and then she eats her primary meal in the evening. That's just how she's always been. And but she still knows, when the time changes. She's like, "You guys want to sleep in, but I want my egg." No, that's a big hole. What is going on? This is like driving me up a freaking wall. I mean, it's not that ridiculously obvious. It's only obvious when you hold it up to the light, but still, I know it's like that, and it's driving me bonkers. Leanne, why? You don't know. You don't have to do that. Thank you so much, but please use this next week for your trivia winner to pick a pattern from a Ukraine Etsy store. You are just too incredibly sweet, Leanne. Thank you so much. You did not have to do that. And when I talk to you guys about this kind of stuff, it's not because I'm secretly hoping or trying to subliminally send you, or not subliminally, but send you messages like send me money or anything. But thank you so incredibly much, Leanne. That was so sweet of you. I do appreciate it. um, it'll be at the end of the month, but I will definitely use it for, yes. Huh, should I find a pattern and get it and say that is, oh crap, I got to reach out to Courtney. Which way do you think would be better for me to pick out a pattern from a store, an Etsy, a Ukrainian Etsy store, and say this is the pattern? Yes, because I'll tell them it was in order to help support that shop, to give them money. So I don't think anybody would be against winning that pattern. I don't think. I mean, would you guys be against winning that pattern if you happen to be the winner? I'll start looking because I know there are a ton of Etsy shops that are Ukrainian based. Ukrainian based, like based out of Ukraine. So you are so sweet, Leanne. Thank you so much. You guys are just so, I mean, all of you are just so amazing because you all support in the ways that you can, whether it's watching my videos, running my playlists, being on all my lives, taking part in the games, sending what, if you can, whatever. You guys are just, I appreciate every single one of you in whatever way you are able to support myself and my channel. And it really does mean a lot. And I talk about you guys all the time. I mean, like all the time. When I talk about my YouTube channel, I'm not necessarily talking about what it is I do on my YouTube channel. I talk about the amazing friends that I've made on my channel. So all of your ears should be ringing like all the time. I'm not like exaggerating. Because I bring my YouTube channel up quite a bit to try to get more, traffic and everything. And, anybody that would be potentially interested. Oh, and I mentioned this, whatever way you think will work best now. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. I mentioned it at the end of, it had to have been last week's live because I don't think my birthday video would have been posted for the live before that, but I am very seriously considering, although I would have to probably start doing it now, doing a manual drawing for my giveaway instead for the winners. I'll have to use a number generator for the businesses to match them up with the winners, but I'm seriously considering. I forgot to reach out to Chevis because I swear, because she had thousands of comments for her 10,000 subscriber giveaway, but she did it manually also. But I swear she had a way to convert the comments from YouTube into a program. She didn't have to sit there and type each one out. So I need to reach out to her to find out what it was that she did to make it easier, even though I don't have thousands of entries. But reason being, like I mentioned, I think I mentioned it. Did I mention in one of my videos? Or maybe I just talked about it on here. I don't trust the YouTube random comment picker because I have intentionally, I had a 13, was it a 13 comment? I think it was a 13 comment video. And I intentionally did a drawing 125 times. I had it pick a new winner 125 times. 7 of the same people's names were picked by the YouTube random comment picker. And it never picked any of the rest of the 6 names, never picked them out of 125 times on a 13 comment video. And I was like, okay, something is not right here. That just, I don't know how it picks or whatever. And it oftentimes doesn't pick regular, whether they're long-term subscribers or just loyal subscribers that are active on the channel. More often than not, it seems to not pick those people. Not that it never does, just it seems to regularly pick newer people. Well, giveaways do tend to attract new people, and I know I do make mine required to subscribe, or you have to be subscribed to my channel. I do that for a number of reasons, but I just feel like something is tugging at me to do it manually, especially since there's going to be 22 winners. And I would have my mom pick the winners, or see, I wouldn't be able to do it on video because I would still need to pick the video would be like 3 hours long because I'd have to do that. And then I'd have to figure out which shops to give the numbers to. If it's just an international person, I'm only going to give the international shops. And, it would just take way too much time to do it on video. But I don't know. Would you guys that are in here, I don't know if you have entered or not, but would you guys that are in here have an issue with me doing it manually? Because you all know I'm all about being fair. That's my biggest thing. I want to try to be as fair as possible, as even as possible, as whatever is possible for you guys. And I had done a second test with YouTube Random Comment Picker. I think that the second time had like 25 winners. I talked about it the other day, or last week, but I think it was like 25, not winners, comments. And I think it was 100 drawings that time. And again, it only picked a certain few people multiple times versus, because everybody should have been picked at least once. If I have a 13 comment video and I've done 125 drawings, everybody should have been picked at least once. Would you not imagine? I mean, yes, I know it's the luck of the draw, but to pick the same people over and over again multiple times just doesn't seem fair. And I know I've heard so many people complain about, well, I don't enter giveaways anymore because it's always, new people, or, you rarely see the people that have been, the most supportive of the channel ever being picked, or, and I know it's a thing because I've heard it, I've seen it, I've witnessed it, I myself have done it, so manual is more fair. That's what I was thinking. So I'm gonna reach out to Chevis, which I said last week I was gonna do, but I forgot. I think Leanne's the only one that's here that would, or email me or whatever. If somebody can please send me a message or whatever to remind me to reach out to Chevis, I'll reach out to her and ask her how she did it. If she, I know it took a long time to be able to do it. So if it doesn't work out that way, then I'll just go ahead and type them out, and cut them and put them into a bag or whatever. But I like the spinning wheel thing. That is what Joe on Garden State Gardener uses, and it always gets different people and you can shuffle it. Know it all, you do you, my friend. I love the way you think about it all and want the best for your channel and us. Yeah, you have no idea how much I'm constantly thinking about the channel and how to do what I can for everybody, because I would seriously love to give everybody something, like have everybody win something at least once. I would so more than anything love to be able to do that, but unfortunately I'm not in that position to be able to do that, and even less now than I would have been maybe last year. But I've seen the spinny thing, or the spinning wheel thing. I've heard issues about all of the tools that people have to be able to do. I know people said that there are a couple other like random comment picker type things that you can use that isn't necessarily just the YouTube random comment picker, but with having spoken to a bunch of people and with having done my own research, all of them can be skewed. It's just trying to figure out what way or what it is that is skewing it is where the issue is. I may check into the spinning wheel thing. I've always loved the idea of manual, just simply because it's manual, and I'm so much more. I love having paper and like a book. If I'm reading a book, I would rather have a physical book in my hand and turn the pages of the book versus having a Nook. I've had a Nook, and when traveling and having a bunch of other stuff, not having room for books, I have read books on my Nook. But if I was given the option between a physical book and an electronic book, I would hands down pick the physical book every time. Just my personal preference. I prefer printing something out and having a physical copy as well as an electronic copy, because I know I've dealt with it many times in every job I've had, where if the power went out or if something, a system went down or whatever, you're screwed if you rely solely on the electronic part of it. If you have a paper background, paper backup, you're still able to do stuff. I've talked about it before. At Yankee Candle, power went out one time. We kept this. Typically, you're supposed to have all the customers leave, but because of the situation, we kept the customers in the store. And I was the only one that was like, wait a minute, we can still sell them their stuff. Yes, we don't have the electronic authorization on a card, but okay, worst comes to worst, we lose one sale. But we have the hard the machine where you put the credit card in it and you put the carbon copy on and then you run it that way. We have that. Well, how are we going to figure out how much they owe? Okay. Even if you do have to use your phone, get the calculator out, figure out how much it is, add the tax, you're done. Or when I worked at our office, so I was able to get sales, and they were like, wow, we can't. Well, how are we going to ring it up? Okay, we would ring it up once the power came back on, as though they were standing here doing the purchase right here, and then we run the credit card. And anyway, when we had our office, I was one of the only people that had a window in our office, and I would have stacks of bills and I have to calculate and whatever. Everybody's ready to go home because power went out. And they're like, what are you still doing here? Why don't you go home? Power's out. I'm like, because I can still work. Well, how? You don't have a computer. Right. But I have a calculator. I have paper. I can figure it out. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's my own work ethic or whatever. But you can get everyone a number and just draw out numbers out of a box. Yeah, no, I don't like. Yes, I could. The only reason I say no is because I love the idea. I like people being able to see the comment. And if I'm going to be as transparent as possible, I want it to have as much of the details on it as possible. I agree with you on old school paper. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are like, considering, I mean, I'm not young, but considering my age, they're surprised. And I'm like, why? Yes, I didn't grow up with, tons of electronics and stuff. I mean, yes, I had a TV, but I didn't have a computer. I didn't have a cell phone. When I got older, yes, I had a pager and then ultimately a cell phone, but I wasn't 2 years old knowing how to run a computer and, having every electronic thing on the planet. It just, I don't know. It's just my own personal preference. But I'm already doing the number generator and the number thing for the businesses. I'm not really wanting to do that for the actual winners. And again, I like having as much of the information. That's why I'm going to ask Chevis, because I know she did it, and she had thousands and thousands of slips of paper that she cut up in all the comments. And I know I had the name on there and the comment on there. And she had the project bag was bigger than this. The project bag was big. It was probably twice as big. It was probably it was about maybe that big, probably about as tall. And it was stuffed with entries or with comments. But I'm just coming and going. I should just go to bed. Love you. I'm actually going to be getting off here now too, because I have to get up early because we have to run some errands, and I'm going to try to do some Uber. And we have to, I'm going to try to get to the SPCA so I can drop off that stuff and do the video. But yes, Lisa, I will check in. Well, I'm not looking to do the number thing, but I will check into the spinning wheel thing again and test it out and see, how it seems to work and go from there. But thanks for reminding me about that, because I actually forgot about the spinning wheel thing. I mean, I remembered about it last week because somebody had mentioned it, but then I forgot about it again. That call from Mom, I'm here now. Okay, Sarah, no problem. I'm actually going to start saying goodnight because I didn't get much sleep last night. I think my watch said I got 3 hours or something, but I do need to get some sleep. So Thank you all so incredibly much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to those of you that did a super chat. You guys are amazing, and believe me, it's very, very, I mean, it's always appreciated, but it's even super more appreciated right now. So thank you for that. I hope you guys had fun with, well, those of you that are here that were here for the game. I hope you had fun with the game. I think it's fun with these games, but I think everybody has fun with them. And I know I didn't get to crochet much, but I did do, I think, 2.5 rows, or maybe one, two rows. I don't know, something like that. But hopefully by next week this will be done. It all depends on when I get my order from, because I had to pick up 3. I had to put it on the credit card, but I had to pick up 3 more balls, or my mom did. So depending on when those come in, they should. Joann's doesn't normally take that long to get your items, so hopefully that comes in relatively soon. And hopefully by Tuesday the blanket will be done. When is the 21st? It's the 16th, so the 21st is Monday. So good luck to everybody that has, entered my birthday month giveaway. If you haven't, make sure to go check it out. The link is in the description box below, and make sure to enter. But there are 2 things that you have to answer. One is a little bit more important than the other, but they are both equally important. I mean, they're both equally important, but one is definitely, absolutely 100% necessary. Thank you to Beth. I'm sure I don't know, she may watch the video or watch the replay, but thank you to Beth for my birthday card. And yeah, you guys are all amazing, and I so appreciate all your support. And thank you for the continued prayers for my mom. Definitely can continue to use them. She is still recovering from surgery, and then her chemo starts in the next, I think, like 2 weeks or so, 1.5, 2 weeks, something like that. So thank you for that. Thank you for the continued prayers for Miley and myself, and for the cards that have been sent to my mom. We kept those private just because, they were just private. And there were a couple of birthday cards that were private also. So thank you to those of you that sent a birthday card. You get some sleep and rest. Tell your mom we are still praying for her, and you hugs for you and pets for Miley. Thank you so much, Lisa. I do appreciate it. Good night, Natalie. Sleep well. Thank you, Zara. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day. Again, thank you all so much for everything. I mean, you guys are truly, I do talk about you guys a lot, like a lot. Possibly even annoyingly so. I mean, not annoying for you, annoying to other. I'm kidding. I don't talk that much, and not to the same person typically. Well, except my mom, but she loves you guys, so it doesn't bother her. But so have a wonderful day wherever you are. Remember, I'm just trying to remember if there was anything else I wanted to make sure to tell you. That's why I'm looking around to see if anything like sparks my memory. But remember, for every season, there's reason to crochet. Love, hugs, and prayers to everybody. Extra prayers for those who need it. Remember, if you need extra prayers but don't want to share it publicly, email me at natalies.closet@yahoo.com. The link is in the description box below, all the way at the bottom. And just let me know if you're okay with me and mentioning it anonymously, publicly. If not, then we'll just keep it private. But also, if you do email me and you happen to include your birth month, you never know, you may get a birthday card. Crap, I'm still late on March's birthdays. I am working on them though. And or if you want to send me your address, if you don't think I have it already, then you'll be added to my Christmas card list for this later this year. Miley, I don't even know where she is. I think she's on the bed in her room, but Miley says hi and bye to her peeps. My mom did say to say hello and good night to everybody, and have a wonderful day to everybody that isn't going to sleep right now. Love you, Natalie. Be kind, take care, and see you for the next live. Please share with your friends about Natalie. Night, the more the merrier. Yes, definitely. I think the more the merrier also. So thank you. Yes, Leanne, thank you for that. I do appreciate it. And I love you all to pieces and appreciate every single one of you so much. I don't think you guys even understand that, but you probably do. But thank you for everything. You guys are amazing. I'll see you for sure next Tuesday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I don't know if I'll be able to hop onto live before then, but you never know. Bye, Kim. Thank you so much for having been here. I didn't see you before. I hope I didn't miss you, but hi and bye. So yeah, have a great day. Morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in the world. I think there's still mornings. But yeah, there has to be. It's 1 year, so yeah. So morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is you are in the world. Thank you so much for everything. I really do appreciate you all. Have a great night. Love you guys. Bye.